Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Jacob.
We've not been on camera before. Together,
that's
right? That's really cool. Unless you count the last 5 minutes. 30 minutes?
No, I don't count that. I wouldn't count that.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't like how you do that. It's very unprofessional. That's an inside joke.
I feel bad about that.
No, that's okay.
That was the teacher. And maybe a little jealousy, right? Because Kayla and I were rocking all these videos. Or not rocking. Actually, that's why we had to get you and Luke?
Ethan.
Ethan.
You should do it. No one's watching this right now, so you should get this.
Everything. But you can hear us?
Yeah, well, you're holding it. It was clipping like crazy, but that's because I think you were holding it to your mouth.
And I'm yelling?
Yes.
Okay.
And we had a
It
point
was
to
set for Olivia.
So keep in mind, if you need to just hit FTB.
Yeah, it will fade to black.
Okay, it'll fade, and
But can they still hear us?
And then here's for your two mics coming in on and off.
But I have to mute it.
And
You can mute that also.
now we're going to test right now to see if we can come into.
Are you going to try and share?
Yeah. So can you go over there and see if you can?
Because I'm NDI meet right
So
now.
BL Meets, we are going to share webcam. Oh wait, sorry.
Is it a different meet?
Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good.
Is this NDI right now?
Yeah, this is NDI. But it doesn't have to be.
Should we do this?
I just did NDI because we were able to hear the audio before, right? If we do this, we probably won't be able to hear the audio.
Okay, we're not going to. Okay, we're not. I'm going to come in here.
Oh,
Wow, what is that? Preset 5. That is interesting. Isn't it great that? Okay, preset
I think my videos are definitely loaded.
PV. Yeah. Whoa.
That's a funny dance.
PV4. We're going to do a new preset in BL Meet. We're going to call it. Okay.
Me eat.
Oh,
No, you don't have to worry about that.
you just.
Audio is clipping.
Is it still clipping? Clipping now? Clipping now? Clipping better?
Whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so create.
Yep.
BL Meet. We're going to come in here and we're going to add desktop,
Yes, and it should.
app window,
Yes.
où
agree.
est-ce que c'est? Right there. Okay. And we're we're going to add
Welcome to Virtual Maker.
we're going to add audio, loop back audio, and so loop back. Oh. Why isn't that pulling in anything? Oh, I know why.
He knows why.
I think I'm just making it up now.
Should I
Okay.
be seeing black right now?
Yes. Okay. So that. So now, why?
Host Olivia making an appearance in the BL Meet.
I feel that I'm messing everything up, so I'm going to go.
C'est la même chose ici au Centre Pierre qui est ici. C'est vraiment d'aller chercher piquer la curiosité des jeunes. Puis comme l'une d'entre vous a mentionné, c'est vraiment de bien connaître le jeune, de connaître ses intérêts. Mais moi, la façon dont je le fais ici, c'est vraiment de créer un lien avec le jeune, mais ensuite de le faire découvrir un peu qu'est-ce que j'ai dans mon Makerspace. Puis c'est là que tu vois les yeux, là. Ah, ça m'intéresse, ça m'intéresse, ça m'intéresse. Donc, c'est vraiment d'aller piquer leur curiosité, puis ensuite les encourager à essayer, même s'ils sortent de leur zone de confort. C'est vraiment, c'est là que je leur dis, vous pouvez pas rien briser, là. Même si vous brisez, on arrange.
Quelques directives, mais it's like, pourquoi est-ce que c'est à moi à créer qu'est-ce qu'ils vont créer? It's like, it's better just to let the students create than to give them all the rules and everything they have to learn, give them freedom and la simplicité, and it works.
Mais
Ah, puis
vous avez dit quelque chose aussi qui est important. It's important to let them create. The one thing that I love is it's important to let them explore the materials. L'exploration des matériaux, c'est souvent ça qui va aller piquer la curiosité. Kids don't necessarily know what they do. So a lot of times if you say, what do you want to make at school? You'll get a PowerPoint, but what are your other options? So they don't know their other options. They're immersed in those maker spaces and all those materials. So avec vous apportez beaucoup de points. It depends on the kids. It depends on the material. So there's a lot of stuff and a lot of ways that making can add on in a class. Everything to see, how do you bring in opportunities for your students to be creative in your school? Comment on va chercher ces opportunités-là? C'est pas toujours facile avec le curriculum puis la façon qu'on a à faire, puis school is fast, eh? School goes like, quick, this bell rings. How can you in this structured system give opportunities to create and make?
That's a good word you use there, Natasha, structured, because I go the opposite. Let's unbox, because students are kind of boxed in to whether it's worksheets or this is the way it looks, or fill in the line, take the word from here and put it here. So that a lot of students find it difficult to have this open space. But so I give them opportunities. So what are the materials? Let's put all the materials out. What do you see? Let's try them. Whether it's like a red Solo cup full of straws and connects or Cuba planks, and the kids just took to it like ducks to water. And then the bridges happen, the structures happen. So now we're on to, that was our unit in science and social studies. We brought cultures into that. So we dovetailed all of these things together as opposed to say, put that away. Now we're going to learn moment. So it's catching them in the moment and getting out of silos and structured boxes. It's open up and be definitely free, and starting with what do you notice and what do you wonder, and stand back. And for me, I find leaving wait time, not trying to say, oh, you said this, or asking them more questions, leaving that wait time and that air just to be, that space be open. There's a lot more that comes from that. And then the conversation keeps going and going and spills home and then spills back to school. So it's turning things on its head, I guess.
And I think it also starts with knowing that you as a teacher can be creative too within those barriers that are and that structure that you're dealt with. For example, this year I was teaching English language arts to French immersion students 2 hours a week. And, it's very, very structured, not a lot of time. But I said, how can I make this an experiential learning opportunity that kids are going to remember, the kids are going to be able to be creative on? So using my own creativity, I was like, let's do this. So we started using growing plants in the classroom with hydroponically. And then inspired by what we grew, they decided to make characters based on their plants. So the project was called Anthropomorphic Plants. So bringing our plants to life. And so we ended up we're almost at the end of our project right now, creating their own storybooks. But they brought their own characters to life. They're all different, each and every one of them. They have their own autonomy, their choice of whether they wanted what style of book they wanted it to be, what the characters look like, what their fonts are, and everything like that. So I think but it all started with kind of what were my barriers first, and how can I skirt around it a little bit too to allow the full creativity within my own framework.
I think that's sort of, we often say like the curriculum kind of confines us or constrains us, but I think the curriculum tells us the topics we need to teach, not necessarily how we need to teach them. So like Stacy said before, giving choice and voice. In everything I do, I open up the range as wide as I can. So, you know, I do need you to understand this format for this particular thing, but what you bring into it within that format is your choice. So by just like following that curriculum, but at every opportunity, giving choice for how they represent or share their understandings or their feelings is key. So it's working with the curriculum, and it no longer becomes a barrier to being able to bring that creativity to the table.
I've been using this word curriculum quite a bit. Oh, by the way, I think we've got everything fixed. Hi, everyone. Oh, hopefully you can hear me, or everyone. Oh yeah, hi Stephanie. Hey, thanks for putting up with all of our less than brilliance. The word curriculums inspired me, you know, to think about all kinds of things, and just to add to this conversation without cutting in, which I already did. I've been using curricular misalignments more and more in my conversation, and that I know that isn't a word, but it doesn't. I see all of our teachers that are working with these amazing students in these amazing projects, and we are pulling so much from our own passions, and there's no way that we can release our personal experiences from our pedagogical, our professional experiences, and everything is so entangled. When we think about ideas such as cross-curricular instruction, transdisciplinarity, you know, we are talking about this guiding document that sometimes we don't see ourselves in as educators, and that is such a missed opportunity. And so when we see students, you know, not necessarily being able to articulate where their activity aligns with the curriculum, that's all right, you know. And I find that there's more inspiration from our educators when they can't necessarily describe it either, but what they can describe is the larger holistic learning experience that the students and the teacher and the culture of the institution is creating. You know, it's all entangled. And so anyway, I've been using the word misalignment because guess what? If we look for any type of general outcome or specific outcome, it ain't gonna be there. Whoops, sorry, I'm getting a little too familiar there. All that was really just to test the audio.
Sounds great. Did anybody else want to jump in on that one? Just how do we bring those opportunities for our students to show creativity?
Yeah, I can jump in on that one as well. So we like to bring students a problem here. We just recently had a lot of flooding in our community, and normally we would make popsicle stick bridges. So we moved beyond that to replace some of those bridges in our community that has been washed away. So, and then being able to find where the curriculum fits within those problems, and going out and just recently we had a young girl who took on a earth sheltered greenhouse. She applied for government funding through different agencies to build a earth sheltered greenhouse, and luckily she was able to do that. But it all started here with just a spark in our school. We have a project called Project Green Spot that's tackling food sustainability and insecurity. So that was her goal. After one session, she went out to build and seek a professional to help her do that, and met with town councils and other things. Just shows you what a student could do when they're empowered.
I think for me, bringing in those opportunities for students to be creative, I had to first, on my own professional learning journey, be comfortable not knowing everything and not being the expert in the room all the time, and being a co-learner with students, saying, students, I don't know everything about this, but let's kind of work on it together. And learn together. And that brought in such like rich discussions about how we can problem solve when we're being creative, and what we can do when things don't work and that kind of thing. So for me to bring in those opportunities, I had to kind of get out of my own way at first a little bit and kind of really work with my students, say, I'm a co-learner with you and I'll help you along in that learning process.
On n'est pas connecté, c'est pour ça. C'est ton ordinateur.
Awesome.
Sorry, somebody was trying to speak there.
Was there? I don't think so.
Maybe
Is there someone that can talk about, like, how do you observe empathy? Tu sais, quand on pense à l'empathie dans la salle de classe, comment nos jeunes développent cette pensée-là pour les autres? Like, how do kids think about others and their needs within these making projects? I know there was a great example here of a kid that's with the B-board is working with our engineer, and they're making, she lives in a group home, and they're making with a heart rate monitor, and they're creating, the B-board has the heart rate monitor, and they're creating signals that it's going to play calming music when the heart rate is too much. And so comment est-ce qu'on peut apporter ça? How do we develop and talk about empathy in the classes with students?
One of the things that we're doing here, I'm getting a little bit of feedback here. Okay. So one of the things that we have here, we have a blind student in our junior high. So, and where our school is located up on a bank, and a playground is then on a lower level. So our grade 8-9 classes designed a path, an accessibility path, and they were going to do that through sound. Actually, right over my shoulder here is a robot named wind chime named Mark. So they're actually using accessibility through sound. So she follows the trail down to the playground. So it doesn't have necessarily to be, advanced technology. A wind chime in this case was something that was going to help this young girl get from our school into our playground.
Ici, au centre Pierre-Casey, c'est un centre de traitement également. Le jeune habite ici pendant quelques semaines. C'est un côté éducationnel également, mais pour la thérapie, si vous voulez, on trouve que c'est beaucoup plus facile avec le Makerspace de trouver du matériel au lieu de sortir crayon, papier, puis demander des questions par rapport à l'estime de soi, comme exemple. On fait peinturer, là, on va faire du graffiti à l'extérieur pour qu'ils puissent s'exprimer, mais en faisant toutes ces activités-là, c'est incroyable ce qui sort de ces jeunes-là. Donc, pour nous, on l'utilise vraiment comme thérapie également, puis le jeune s'en aperçoit même pas, mais c'est cette façon-là que le jeune est dans son habitude naturelle, si tu veux, en faisant quelque chose qu'il aime, mais qui est plus facile, qui favorise la discussion ici au centre.
Il y a tout le côté aussi de nos élèves experts, nos élèves qui ont une facilité dans quelque chose aussi. On essaie de harvester ça, là. On essaie de continuer à mousser ça justement pour que ces élèves-là se sentent valorisés tout en aidant les autres, mais aussi en aidant l'enseignant. Combien de fois que ça m'arrive, moi, que j'ai un suppléant dans ma classe, puis je dis, bon, ben, demande à cet élève-là pour aller brancher l'ordinateur quand tu vas faire quelque chose, là. Donc, il y a tout ce côté-là aussi que j'aime travailler finalement, là.
Puis,
I think it definitely happens when students are making something for others, whether it's cards or pins for seniors, or something for the school in that small way, or if it's project invent, if we're working on a 3D prosthetic or something larger outside of themselves. I also see it when students are engaged in something, whether it's stop motion animation or a Rube Goldberg machine, and they're very invested, and they will take those little dips in the road where things crash or break. They have that perseverance, and they will stick with it where they won't stick with something that's harder. But because they know that their 400 slide stop motion animation may have to be fixed somewhere, or they have to start from scratch, they're willing to do it. But they're more empathetic to somebody who's, had a project that's just toppled on them, that they put all this work in. They're going to recognize that, roll up their sleeves and go help that person. And that other person will be more accepting of the help, because there's something magical that happens in that form, in that realm, that not necessarily to bash paper and pencil task, but something that they have difficulty working with maybe in a symbolic way. The concrete just brings out all of those skills. So, I mean, we can see empathy in two different ways in that perspective.
Pour continuer, c'est ça, on voit souvent les élèves qui ont une facilité avec le crayon puis les livres ont beaucoup de difficultés de sortir de la boîte dans la création. Donc, lorsqu'on rentre dans le monde de création avec moins de directives, moins de carrés, on a d'autres élèves qui se ressortent puis qui se démarquent puis qui aident les autres élèves. Ils deviennent des élèves experts. Experts, c'est leur temps à rayonner. Donc, je pense que ça démontre que tout le monde a leur force. Puis une fois que tu fais toutes les sortes d'activités, toutes sortes de créativité dans ta classe, tu réalises que chaque élève a leur force, qui veut dire qu'ils se respectent entre eux, ils s'entraident, puis là, de l'empathie, ça se crée automatiquement, que ça crée une petite communauté tout seul. Là.
Empathy is very inclusive, eh? Like empathy brings everybody together. It brings out the academic kids that are doing well, and they are important to be. It's important for them to be able to develop those skills also, because we're going to need those skills too. But it's also bringing out the other creative aspects of students, and how do you think, and how do you solve problems, and how do you build, and how do you make, and how do you collaborate? So to me, I find empathy is what brings everybody together. Is as students, if everybody's empathique, on va dire en français, c'est pas mal plus simple. Si tout le monde est empathique envers les autres, ça va vraiment bien. It's a great thing to have in our classes. I don't know if anybody has other shares or ideas they'd like to add on that. Or maybe we can also chat about how you get, like if you can share examples of when the students really demonstrated creativity in their projects, or even just the call to make, you know, we have the design thinking process, but what brings on that thought of, ooh, I should make something to solve this? I use a lot this example of, we got a small puppy last year and he couldn't jump on the couch by itself. And so my son, as soon as he saw it, oh, well, make him a ramp. So that was the call to make, to really help our little puppy to just get on the couch. And as simple as that is, when you think of the design thinking process, and when you think of the reasons why we make certain things in our day-to-day life, it's usually back to those simple reasons, like we make it to help somebody. So what about calls to make in your classes, or where did you see examples of creativity?
Moi, j'irais beaucoup au niveau de la spontanéité. Les élèves, on arrive souvent dans une classe, on a une idée, tout ça, puis là, tout d'un coup, on rencontre un problème, tout ça, puis là, ben, on va dire non, je veux continuer dans cette direction-là, mais il faut vraiment justement être ouvert à cette spontanéité-là. Tu sais, là, voici ce qui est arrivé. Ah, puis c'est quoi? Ben, bonne idée, on va aller faire ça. Donc, je crois qu'il y a tout ce côté-là qu'on peut aller chercher, de harvester justement ça, puis être spontané toi-même, comme ça, ben, tes élèves ne savent jamais à quoi s'attendre non plus, qui veut dire qu'eux autres, ils se disent, bon, ben, si lui est comme ça, ben, nous autres aussi, on va être comme ça aussi, là.
Un exemple au centre, le 3D printer, on n'avait pas vraiment d'endroit à le mettre, puis on a dit, tu sais, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? On va aller acheter une table, puis il y a un jeune qui vient d'arriver, qui est vraiment manuel, puis qui aime la charpente. Puis on dit, ben, moi, je peux vous construire une table. Donc, c'est ça son projet tout de suite, de construire une table pour mettre l'imprimante 3D. Donc, ça vient d'eux.
I have an example of a student, after finding out what he enjoys, he loved animals, music, and magic. After we kind of co-constructed kind of criteria together, what he's looking for in this passion project, he decided he was going to put on a magic show that would raise money for the SPCA. And so this kid he called the SPCA to see if he could have the animals come into his show. He organized a bake sale and raised money that way as well. He decided what kind of magic tricks he was going to show and how he was going to work the crowd. And he started off with playing the bass guitar as kids came in. So it was really great to see him take all of his strengths and all of his interests and kind of tie them into something that really was good for the community, also good for his confidence level, and really kind of allowed his creativity to shine.
We have we had a garden from Nova Scotia Agriculture in our classroom this year, and so we were having difficulty with the water. So we were getting mold, or the plants were too dry and weren't growing. So one of my students worked with Jeff and was trying to develop a system to test gauge the moisture, soil moisture, and then build the self-watering system so that when the moisture went down, it would self-water. And it was a student that it really sparked an interest in him, so he's continuing down that path, but also someone that his engagement just skyrocketed this year through that project. So.
And that was a problem. He went through the full design thinking process, I think, on that one, Stephanie, didn't he? He was so into it from the very beginning, and it was a long process with like a lot of things to learn along the way, and going back and making changes. It was really cool to be a part of.
Very much so, yes. Yeah.
There's a few students in the class that were inspired by those red solo cups I mentioned, had all the Kiva planks, just the creative items. And they thought, what if we made creative cups with items that students could create their own things with? So they came up with ideas to make bracelets and felt flowers. And we polled the class, and they thought they want to make like a coding video game. So that snowballed and kept going. We've been saving refundables since September, so we've got quite a cache of money saved up. So we're buying the materials, and they're creating those now. COVID really kind of put a damper on how far we could go, but now that we're back in school, production will happen. The students will will make the creative cups and sell them, and then all that money is going to donation. But it was sparked from the students' conversation. So it was one thing that was a starter thing in the classroom that then they took over, and now it's their own.
And I find, so once students I find get empowered that way, like especially at this point in the year, now whatever topic we're talking about, they're coming up with all sorts of project ideas. I just kind of have to sit back and guide. But they're like, for example, we're doing creation stories. And I was like, okay, well, how do you want to show, your knowledge of the creation stories? And, so some were doing like Ozobot sequencing maps, some were doing Scratch creations, but just having that empowerment, and then they're kind of taking it and running with it. And I find that way you can really see throughout the year, whereas in September, October, it was a lot more kind of a guided process, that gradual release of responsibility. But then you can really see at this point in the year, that's all paying off, because they're empowered to really be those kind of autonomous, independent learners and go with it.
Yeah, they learn that they can have confidence in their creativity, like in the process and in their own abilities and what they can do. It's pretty fun, a pretty fun time of year. This time when they've built that all up.
That's one of the big with design thinking process. The design thinking process builds creativity, because when you go through those steps of like call to make, empathy, defining, and then prototyping, and then you can always come back, and that you can always come back to redo your project, and it's a cyclic process. That way you have those kids thinking like, oh, well, it's okay to make mistakes. C'est correct, on peut faire des erreurs, on peut recommencer. Mistakes are really then brought on as learning, compared to like I remember when I was teaching in the classroom, I would say, it's okay to make mistakes, we're learning. But if you give it as a grade on a test, as like students feel like that mistake is not right because it's a final result. So it's changing the way we see learning. So when you mention like at the beginning of the year, we have to we have to reprogram their brain for them to be able to change the way they learn, because they're so used to coming to school knowing, hey, qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? What do I have to do this year to pass this class? Tell me what I have to do. Okay, I have to do that. 60%? Perfect, I'll pass the class. So their brains are so programmed in that aspect that when we switch it over, it's difficult for them to understand that they're still learning. So how do you teachers, you guys as teachers, like work through that? Like that they understand they're still learning, even if it's not on the test, because it's not necessarily written in the curriculum and it doesn't give you 5 points on the test. You know what I mean? Like it's not a 6-point question. how do you change that mindset in your class?
Ben, pour moi, je parle rarement d'évaluation. Je parle d'apprentissage, puis j'évalue beaucoup par observation. Puis au Nouveau-Brunswick, on s'en va beaucoup par compétence dans nos évaluations. Donc, puis moi, je dis toujours, si ça fonctionne pas ou c'est pas quoi ce que tu veux, c'est à cause que tu n'as pas fini. Puis moi, je suis vraiment une bonne enseignante. Je fais des erreurs comme 90 000 fois par jour. Puis je m'arrange. C'est que là, je me dis, ben moi, j'ai fait une erreur, vous avez dû faire des erreurs. C'est que moi, je trouve que une des choses les plus importantes, c'est que nous autres, on fasse des erreurs avec eux pour qu'ils réalisent qu'on a fait une erreur, on l'arrange, ça ne fonctionne pas, on continue. Puis une fois qu'on est satisfait, ben là, on peut le caller fini. Même si ce n'est pas la direction qu'on pensait qu'on allait aller, si qu'on a appris quelque chose, ça a été dans une bonne direction, on est satisfait, ben là, on peut le finaliser, puis à partir de là, évaluer ce qu'on voulait évaluer. Mais c'est beaucoup par observation. C'est vraiment le processus. Tu ne peux pas évaluer la création avec ce qu'il y a à la fin. C'est 100% processus. Ce qu'il y a à la fin, c'est comme le bonus, c'est la surprise, mais il faut évaluer le processus.
Super. Before we go, I see Madame Roper is joining us. Is there anybody else that would like to add something before we end this chat?
I just think it's very important to offer that resilience to students. I just think back to earlier in the year, we had a student that wanted to design ukulele hooks for our music room, and she did that. And I remember just a moment when that first failure she had when it broke, as soon as she put the ukulele. And for me, it was like, yes, I have an in now. She's going to learn so much from the mistakes that she's had. I just feel like it just being relentlessly optimistic and proving that mistakes are important.
That's awesome.
Moi, la clientèle de jeunes que j'ai au centre, c'est ceux qu'habituellement, ça ne va pas à l'école au niveau comportemental. Donc, c'est pour ça que j'ai voulu monter un makerspace ici pour aller chercher leur créativité, leurs intérêts. C'est incroyable comment ils sont illuminés quand ils sont ici. Puis moi, j'essaie de faire le transfert dans mes recommandations, d'avoir ça dans les écoles pour continuer d'aller chercher ces petites étincelles-là, puis leur donner de l'espoir, to give them hope. They're in school not to get evaluated, but for learning and being creative. Donc, leur donner de l'espoir, une nouvelle paire de lunettes, puis juste leur donner le goût d'apprendre tout au long de leur vie scolaire.
Love that. Le goût d'apprendre, the perpetual learner, like always wanting to learn, always loving to learn. That's what it is. It's an important thing. Well, we'll be switching to our live host, I think. So thank you very much. Merci beaucoup de vous être joints à nous, les enseignants inspirants, our inspiring teachers of the year. Thank you again for agreeing to sit and have lunch with us. This session is recorded. C'est enregistré et nous allons aussi le partager avec des sketch notes. So, dans les prochaines 24 heures, Mary, et si vous suivez Labo Créatif sur nos réseaux sociaux, nous aurons les sketch notes. Mary's sketch notes will be shared in the next 24 hours. So I see that Madame Roper is on. I'm not sure. What level are you at?
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Madame Roper, you are joining us from what school? Can you write it in the chat? Because I see you just joined on listen mode. Now you have no more sound. Are you at Lou McNairan? You can turn on your mic. Can you turn on your mic? Oh. All right.
And now?
Oui.
Oh, well, I'm so lucky I have my students because they're the ones who told me how to get on, how to unmute my mic and everything. That's the beauty of these kinds of days and these kinds of projects.
And what school are you at?
We're at Lou McNairn School here in Dieppe, New Brunswick.
Yes, and you wanted to share with us your rovers, eh? That's what, if I remember.
Yeah,
All right.
we've been working on 2 rover projects, and I don't have much to say because my students are ready to tell you about their projects. They're going to come nice and close and let us know if you can't hear us, please.
Awesome. So I'll turn off my camera and we'll listen to your students share their experience with their rovers. Awesome.
Okay, so before I talk about it, I would just like to thank you first for letting our class present here, and thank you. And this rover, it might not look like much. We did not really finish, but it is still amazing to see how many things we did in just a little time. And so the process, we started with assigning each other roles, and then after that we just brainstormed with each other. And when we were done brainstorming, we got to building. At the same time, we had our programmers that we assigned program at the same time we're building, sometimes going to each other to show what we were doing to make sure everything would be fine. This took a long time to do. Like the microbit, we had to wire everything up. It as far as I know right now, it cannot drive, but we hope that soon it can. And now we like to have a few questions. We have a few questions for these 3. So could you guys come in? Ask me the questions. Okay, so how long did it take for us to build the entire rover? Okay, and Bella, were there any difficulties?
The microbit kept smoking, but like it was probably just because there was too much like tape and hot glue around it, so it kept smoking. And
And we accidentally put the tires on backwards, which might have been a difficulty too.
well, I think adding the wheels, it was a really hard part because like you had to add some metal here, some metal there, some plastic, and like you had to attach it, and you had to take the wheels off and put them on, and it was a bit tricky. But once we got it, it was downhill.
Okay.
I think the easiest would be adding the base because it is basically just adding screws and like plates together to make a bigger plate.
Okay.
Now I would just like to put up in summary like what we did. So we started by assigning each other roles, and we brainstormed for a bit, and then we built at the same time as we programmed. It was
Children were involved in building the 2 rovers.
in the 2.
Yeah.
We had 8 on one team and 9 on the other.
Right.
But it doesn't matter because both of our creations were amazing. So we had programming, or we had programmers, builders, presenters like me and them, and we had like people who would do the math. Some people were researching. We had some person testing, and a lot. And yes, we assigned like leaders for building, but most of us really did building. And then we also had people who would make the concepts, and yeah. So she would take photos. So I'm pretty sure when we're done, you got to look at everything we did and how far we've come.
Brilliant Labs has some of our photos that they can use as they wish of the students' plans and the whole process of working together in teams and building. So those will be available. And did anybody else want to add anything today? All right. Did you want to continue now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, so it just shows how much work people can do in just a few days. I mean, it's astonishing, right? But I think that is everything I have to say. And thank you for your time.
All right. Yeah, so that's how we tried to attack this project, by really having the kids have roles but working really well together. And we were lucky that we had a tech lead here from our district who also helped out with the programming, because I would say I knew fairly little or really nothing about programming. So in terms of having the children learn how to code to move the rovers, that was definitely an unknown for me. And it's always a little scary to be leading children in something that you're absolutely uncomfortable with. But that's what we did. And I think it worked out quite well so far, and we look forward to continuing.
That's super exciting, and it's awesome to see what they've been working on. Thanks so much for doing that. And like you said, for doing something that you weren't that comfortable with, but I'm sure you were amazed by what they were able to do on their own and what they were able to discover. And that's what it's all about. That's fantastic. And we're going to be going for another year and a half. We're looking forward to getting them to launch their rovers and land them here on Mars. Thanks so much.
That is our goal. Our goal is to have our rovers ready to go to Mars and to drive on Mars and to do a few of the missions.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see all your rovers in person. I mean, from video, of course.
Yeah.
Rovers will be on Mars.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Holy, and we are back. Oh man, there's some feedback here. Let me turn off. Do you want to turn off the speaker real quick?
Turn it off?
Yeah, pull those out. Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah, pull it. Nice. All right. So we are back, and I'm pretty sure we're going to move on to Mission Mars. Is Mission Mars ready? Is Mars ready? I need to tap into the satellites to make sure Mars is ready. Ooh, let me do that. Ooh.
Did that work?
Oh, can he see Mars? I'm going to go back to our screen here. Let's see if we can get a little Mars in here. Let's go this way. Okay, we now see the overlay of Mars, and I'm going to share us a screen here so that they can see more. And if I go like this, and then we want to switch to 4, right?
Okay, they can see that, you know.
No, these are just
us.
It's saying it's not. Like so for Max, so that Max can see.
So that Max can see, right? So use Manycam, and then just
Manycam?
make sure that your Manycam is set to this.
Okay, for sure.
Is Max there?
There you go.
There we go.
Look how clear.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. We see Mars from the, oh my, look at the view. All right. So this morning we had Max on as well, right?
Yeah.
We had Max and he was attempting to his rover, but it's kind of tough. The signal from Mars, it's a little intense.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. But Max is back to drive his rover, and as you can see, what we're seeing, oh my goodness, it's going to be insane. Rover over to the left, I named him Joe this morning. Joey, J1. That's his
J1.
Yep, J1.
Should you add a new layer to bring Max in?
Yeah, let me do that. That's a great idea. Boom. And then boom. Let's see over here. Let's do, or not that.
Desktop.
Desktop. The Acer, right?
No, well, don't do that. Do app window.
Oh, yes.
Right? And then BL Meet.
Where is that?
Pop.
Nope.
Am I blind?
Google Chrome. Google Chrome.
Makerfaire.
Brilliant. There you go.
Boom.
And then
Ooh.
go back to your BL Meets. Oh, no, never mind.
Why do you have that other feed on there?
I don't know. Yeah, okay, get rid
I'm
of
going
it.
to get rid of it. It's all good.
Our innovation engineer trumps our decision.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Every time.
Let me go and check what. Boom, okay. Nice. But now Max can see both angles.
Right.
We've set him up with both angles. So he
Okay.
can now drive his Rover. And it's driving.
And it's driving.
So can anyone inform? I think his mission is to grab these things, are materials for metal on Mars for research.
Okay,
And Max,
he got it.
like I said, is in a different location. He's not on Mars, obviously.
He's not?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
Max isn't on Mars. He sent his rover to Mars.
Oh.
Let's see it go.
If you
So
want
like I
to-
said, I'm pretty sure what his mission is to do is, you see all these rings around Mars? He can go and he can extract the precious metals for research and then send it back to Earth and then we can research it. So, oh my goodness. J1, the rover. Should we do a play-by-play? Do you
Yeah.
want to do some play-by-play? Do you know what that means?
Nope. Are you disappointing in me?
No, it's okay. Wheel is stuck. Oh no. Max! Oh
What,
my.
is that what he said?
Look how close he is. Oh no. Oh, the reverse, the quick reverse from Max, J1 rover. This is the first rover on Mars.
We're doing judges now.
I'm sweating just watching this.
Am I be stressing for him?
It is stressful. Okay. If he can reposition and get aimed at one of those precious metals on Mars,
He's getting it.
I'm just going to check on what he sees. This is what he sees. The viewers can't see this, but this is what Max sees right here. He sees both these angles.
Oh, he ran right over. Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
Oh,
no.
We need a medic.
Little medic, please.
Are there medics on Mars?
Nope.
Look at that. Is that God? The hand came down and brought the rover back. Did anyone see that?
I totally saw that.
Max, thank goodness, Max
What is that?
was saved today. That is nothing. You don't see any shadows of people on the wall. We're on Mars. Come on now, guys. This is a straight up satellite feed from Mars. Oh. I wonder if Max can hear me
Can
in the
he hear
BL Meet.
us?
No, we're muted, but we're unmuted now. Maybe Max can hear my cool commentary. Ooh. Look at these angles he has.
Oh, no. God, take
Pray one
the
more
wheel.
time. One more miracle. Can it happen?
Is that God?
Always
there?
answers. Okay, on top of the precious metals. He is on top of the precious. All he needs to do, the perfect angle. If he can extract
If
these.
he turns right, he can hear us.
Oh, that's a Mars giant. We just discovered a new species, guys. Holy moly. That is insane. We're discovering species on Mars along with precious metals. I didn't know there were bearded giants on Mars. This is history in the making. Okay, I'm liking to see I like to see the Max feed.
I think he's gonna go right in the mountains.
Oh, the mountains.
Yeah.
Look, it's still going. He's still. We appreciate Max, his efforts.
God. Oh.
That is a good angle, Max. We believe in you, Max.
We believe.
And Max is the first one to do this, by the way.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, my land. This is it.
Yep. What's that?
Whoa, is that a spaceship? Oh my goodness.
I think that was.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Oh man. Max needs to hurry and get out of here.
Oh.
Okay, that batch of precious metals may have been contaminated now and ran over. Oh, snap. The rover just...
Refresh? Oh, French.
Yeah.
Where's the sponge?
Oh, you don't need it. So, how would you describe what's going on right now?
Ouais, Maxime fait bien. Il y a un petit peu de défi. Difficulties. Just un petit peu. On pensait qu'il l'avait à plein de moments, mais...
Can I add intense music? I want to add some intense music real quick, but I don't want to mess anything up.
Maxime can add music. Maxime has music connected to it.
Oh, he can play music from his rover. Max made a really legit rover. That is actually crazy.
Maxime, on aimerait d'entendre la musique de ton...
Well, no, because I want to play it through the stream. One second here.
Do we got it?
Tell me if he extracts something. I'm trying to get us some cinematic music. Can I go on?
I found it.
Nope. Okay, there's music now playing from the road. That was like Mission Impossible. Is that what that was?
Yeah, I told him
I haven't
to
even
do
seen that movie. I'm way too young to see that. Probably not actually. When did that come out? I have no idea. I wouldn't know.
He's
Not
like
me.
1992. Oh
my.
By nouveau.
Imagine if we sent multiple rovers at the same time. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Wow,
So you know that
song. You don't know that song?
No.
That's a legendary song. The only reason I know it is because I've used it in a video, and it's called Mission Impossible
What
theme.
were you going to say about the bearded?
Oh, someone was fixing, one of the bearded giants, again, came in and fixed the precious metals. I'm sure they do not like when we tamper too much with their environment. Oh, boulders, landslide on Mars. French. Want to do some?
Oh. Bon essai, on essaie une autre fois.
I agree.
I just said we try one more time.
Yeah, keep going. I'm going to try to do something very cool for the stream. Oh. If I can go here and go here. And then I can do, I'm going to get us some cinematic music for this because I think that'd be really awesome. Wow, we gained 30 subscribers today. Oh my goodness. No way.
No.
If you guys can't see that in the stream, he has the precious metals. He has extracted a segment of precious metals.
Did he?
Has he? Did he?
No.
Okay, if he didn't, that's okay, because let me know if he does. I'm trying to get some music to play through the stream, which would be very fun as well, because I feel like he's super close. Max is close, so I'm going to hurry up and get some cinematic music. Can we please do this, YouTube? Oh my land. Okay.
Look at it.
Time to spare. We're going to download this song.
He has almost fallen off. Oh, he's
Okay.
going back to retry. Yes,
Okay.
de nouveau.
Okay. Okay, we are going to add a layer here. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. Can it be, what? Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. If he can extract one precious metal, that could
What
be,
does
who
he
knows
get?
what that is.
What does he get
If he extracts it, he gets the first person to extract and then view and study precious
On
metals on Mars.
Mars.
Yep.
Like, look at those little rocks. What did
Oh,
he
they're not
do?
little. That's a big rover. J1's a meaty rover.
Oh, I thought it was small.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough.
It's tough. It's trying to get out. Yeah, essaie de sortir.
Nice. Okay. Can I not add? That's disappointing. That I can't add music through Minicam. This is a good angle. He's lined up. Oh my.
No. Put the over top. He's new. He got it!
He has successfully extracted metal from Mars. J1 has some metal. J1 can J1 can grab it.
Again. Maybe if he
That is the
backs
closest
up a
I've ever
little
seen.
bit.
Oh.
No.
Those are round tubes
Tina
on metal.
Maxim.
I didn't know they did that in Mars.
Me neither. Look at those little satellite thing he has on it.
Those are the signal he's sending from where he's living to fly this thing or drive this thing. Or
Maybe try to get the address. Does he got it? Nope.
oh my goodness, the crater, not the crater. No way. Oh, Max, we believe in you.
High hopes.
Oh my life. He is so close to extracting that precious metal.
Yep.
I believe Max can hear us, but his mic is definitely not on, but that's okay.
Maybe he can't see well.
Can I get some dramatic suspense music? I'm going to see, and hopefully it's not copyrighted. Oh, there we go. Definitely copyrighted.
Oh, is it streaming on?
Oh.
No, that would be copywriting. Don't do that. It's gonna copyright. It's coming hot in here, eh?
I'm sweating on the edge of my seat. If he extracts these metals, it's the first time in human history.
I don't think it makes sense right now. You said you were sweating on your seat, but we're not sitting down.
That's a good point.
If yes, look.
He has been so close multiple times.
Yes, like that time was really close.
It is hard. His view, he's not there physically, right? He's controlling this away.
What?
Okay.
He's got, oh.
You know what? I think Max is resorting to just pushing it into the crater. I think the mission is once he gets in the crater, he's good. So I feel like he's resorting to smashing the precious metal into the crater. Unless he's going to make a spin maneuver here. Yes, there is one perfect precious metal that he could, if he could line up, we're giving him a great angle here. This is a great angle. If he can go a little to the left, a little smidgen. A little
Gauche.
smidgen.
Un petit peu à la gauche. I think, oh no.
Sorry to the viewers, I cannot add dramatic suspense music within this software, but I can edit this in post and it can be shared as the very first Mars Precious Metal. My goodness, Max. Oh my. The gas pedal really goes in that thing. When he hits gas, that Rover has juice. That's a 650 horsepower under the hood, 200 pound-feet of full torque from all four wheels of that Rover.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just. C'est par la droite.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you weren't unmuted, so he can hear us, yes.
Can he hear us?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he can.
Vers, c'est par la droite. Comme, rien qu'une.
He sees, though. He sees the cameras, too. This is crazy. Okay. Reverse. I like that. Oh, okay. He listened to you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
A little bit back.
Gauche.
Oh.
Un petit notch.
Ooh, oh. Those are tough controls. I wonder, like, how quick he can...
Whoa! Nope.
I wonder how... He sees it, though, so he knows.
Know.
Just... I almost feel like, Max, if you could do, like, instant little... Yeah, like, left stop, like, little instant ones. Or, yeah.
He's shaking his head. That's what he did.
Like, if he did a left stop, hopefully it would move enough.
So, tu peux à la gauche, puis on arrête vite.
Maybe line it up from the behind. As you can see, we are now flying a drone cam around Mars to try and get this lined up here. If he can do a left stop, well, I don't know how the controls work though. I'm not a rover designer. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, can we get a little more help from the gods above?
Oh my, wow.
No. Okay, this is the first extraction. If he can just grab hold with the clamps that he has built, those are pure titanium.
Petit peu là.
Titanium. Those are titanium jaws the ones they use for the fire trucks.
Did he grab it?
Jaws of steel.
Oh. God action. He's there again. Oh. It's getting a whole warm in here.
Oh, I know. Okay.
2 minutes. Tu l'as. He's got it, eh? Do you trust what he's doing?
Yes, I do. No, I believe in Max. I do.
Okay.
I do believe in Max.
Me too.
Yes.
Oui.
We.
Try to clip it back on.
Okay. Max has dedicated his life to creating a rover.
Create it.
And now if you could inch forward.
I think God is laughing at us. Just a little bit too far.
Well,
1
like
minute.
I said, I feel like Max's main mechanical flaw was putting 650 horsepower under the hood.
You technically have 10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds?
Yep. Do you want to do a countdown to 5?
No.
No. That's what I thought.
We have a claw malfunction.
We have a claw malfunction. But that's okay because we can recheck in with the Mars mission before the end of the day. But we will be joining, I'm pretty sure. Let me just switch our thing here. That was an intense battle for greatness here. And you know what's funny? I don't know where any of my stuff went, so give me a second. Boom. Let's just get out of here for a sec, and then boom, and then boom. And Wow. Olivia just hit the button of the stream, but that's okay. We still hear Mars in the background, but we're going to be going over and joining.
I think he was just signing off.
I believe the
bye.
same. Be all meet.
Was
so
Max on this?
Everyone in here, we actually can't hear you guys because the speakers aren't plugged. If you want to plug in the speakers again, that'd be awesome.
I will try. I got it.
Wonderful.
Left or right?
Top and bottom, top and bottom. Ooh, that's not what I want.
Does it go white, white, or?
Ooh.
I got it.
See?
Let's
You're
see.
late. You're late.
Okay, I'm going to do this for a second. I'm going to go here.
Oh. Never mind. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, because I took them out.
Perfect.
We can hear ourselves?
I suppose so.
Is it doing like two voice?
Hello, Jeff. Can you hear us?
Can, yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. So we are here with you and Sarah to go over making a composter.
Where's Sarah? Oh, there.
Yeah, we're going from Mars to the garden.
From Mars to the garden. I like that. I like that.
Segue.
Something they're going to need up there on Mars.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Josh. My name is Jeff, and I am a teacher and program specialist here in Nova Scotia.
And my name is Sarah, and I am the program director for Brilliant Labs Nova Scotia.
So today's events have been pretty exciting. There's been so much fun stuff to see
You know,
and follow along with. This has been fun. But for us, we get to revisit something that we talked about a few weeks ago. Sarah, do you still have your composter from the last time we talked about this?
I sure do, and I gotta tell you that my office has a very special smell to it today.
Is it?
A combination of that rich, earthy soil sample that I gathered, as well as the compost from, I guess it was over a month ago, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then the new items that I saved to make our compost today, it's just warm and humid and smells great.
Well, Sarah and I both enjoy doing some gardening outside, so we are trying to make a small sample of compost that could be used in a garden to kind of show what it looks like and what it's made of. And so we have some different things to do with you today that we're hoping some people will go home and try after they see what we have to show today. We know that for plants to grow, they not only need water and sunlight and air, they also need a lot of other nutrients to be able to grow fruit or to be able to produce their seeds. And they get a lot of those nutrients from the soil they grow in. So how do we make our soil awesome and full of nutrients? Well, today we're going to talk about the compost, the stuff that brings in all those nutritious things for plants to grow. Should I start with looking at the old one?
Yeah, let's go.
You want to do that?
Go for it.
Let's see if I can
Yeah,
get a camera swap here. Or maybe I'll do this one first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my
So-
overhead camera. Oh,
So for mine, I'll show you what you'll see, I guess, what it looks like starting what we make today and see how it starts to go. So this is about a month old. So this started off with a combination of some dead leaves, a lot of fruit and vegetable scraps from just from my house, and a little bit of soil. So soil from my garden. Do you have are you able to see yours, Sarah?
oh well, yeah. So I forgot that you and I like to kind of take a different approach with the scientific method, so that we have some different control variables there. So I had stuck with a doubled up cardboard containers. So I doubled this for that extra moisture barrier. So mine, I actually switch my cameras here because it's not clear like yours. So let me just do an overhead. Bear with me here. All right, so you should be able to see a nice array here. So I have a fresh kind of here in a cardboard container, just someone recycled. This is something that some soil that I had purchased from a local garden center. So just as an example, I had gathered some from my rural area here, just from the ground, and it has got some little bits and bobs in there. But then we have this is what my small sample, which from last month started off really not, maybe double the volume of this. And I've been adding to it. So in here, this would be about the same timeline as yours, Jeff. And I know that your focus isn't so great there. But you could kind of see the remnants of the things I had added. So I'd added paper strips, kind of as that barrier on the bottom. And then I have some eggshells, and they're starting to, like, I had crumpled them, but they're definitely crumpling a bit more. They seem to be the slowest to break down. And I'm not even able to really identify what else is in here. But I do see that, and I check it every week because I'm adding to it. This is just a sample of it. I have a big bin now. And I'm still seeing the roots that came from that original sample I dug from my yard. I am seeing that really rich nitrogen dark soil that I had purchased. And then I'm seeing all of the little additives that we added from our kitchen scraps to do. So I'm going to... The tomato or the orange is the slowest to break down, it seems. So we have that, and I think that's going to be great. And even if I don't get to all my veggie gardens and I just do my lettuce on my side of my deck, or if I even add this to some of my house plants, I know that this compost here is super full of all of those nutrients that we need that plants need to have that ideal environment to grow and flourish.
Yeah, I have some different samples of soil just to kind of show the difference between a soil that's really rich and garden ready versus one that's really not. So this first one, you can kind of see right away the difference in the color in these two. This one over here, that's much lighter. This was dug up from my yard. I just dug down underneath the grass, I don't know, maybe almost a foot down, and took a little sample. And so it's much lighter. When I touch it, it's really sandy, like it's really rough to the touch. There's actually some larger rocks and stuff there too. There are a few little roots and things in there, but really it's mostly just sand and rocks. It's pretty much what's in there. The other sample I pulled from my vegetable garden. So this was soil that's been there and has grown vegetables in the past. So it looks much darker. When I touch it, it feels really soft to the touch. And it has a lot more of that plant-like stuff in there. So that those organic materials, those things that are made by other plants breaking down, or insects that have died, or bacteria that have died as well. But in addition to those, this soil being fresh from my garden would also be loaded right now with hundreds of thousands of decomposers. So different things that are using that organic matter as food, and they're turning it into things that the plant can use as its nutrients. So when we're making our compost today, one of the most important ingredients that we're actually putting in there is living things. We want bacteria and the fungi, and we want any little critters that want to climb in our compost. We invite them in. Oh, you're on mute there, Sarah.
Sorry. I said, Jeff, there's something interesting that I came across, just happenstance since our last compost session, is that worms are unbelievably great for creating compost. And they're actually like really valued and sought after. So I do have a friend who lives outside the city who literally has a worm farm. So they give the worms things, and the worm eats it, and then it creates this wonderful nutrient-rich compost that people will just grab up, snatch up, like there's a high demand for it. So I did not know that at all. So maybe in the future I'll get some clips of the worm farm. I didn't know that was a thing, but isn't that great? Because that's just this way of looking at how every insect, every animal, mammal, whatever, even ourselves, play a big role in making sure that we keep that ecosystem healthy and thriving. Worms are people. We're all important. Muted.
Yeah,
okay.
So what I was saying was, so Sarah and I today are going to be taking these ingredients that make great compost, this food that helps other plants grow, and trying to make a mini version of this inside of a container that we can watch, and we can help to produce something that we can use in a garden. So for our ingredients today, What do you have for a container, Sarah?
Well, I'm going to stick with the usual Sarah, double up on the two cardboard. Two cardboard.
And I did have a drink bottle again. So what I'm doing for mine, which is kind of nice because I can see inside for you, but part of the whole process is stirring it, so you still get to see everything inside as well.
Yeah, I've got a big variety here. And I actually forgot, Jeff, when you did the first time with your clear bottle, did you end up adding the holes for the drainage, or did you not? I just wanted to know how that worked out for you.
I didn't put drainage holes in, and when I'm looking at it right now, I can see that there is, I don't know, maybe a centimeter or so of really liquidy parts at the bottom. So I think I could drain some out, but it hasn't really been an issue.
That's what so I did a little reading, and I don't think, it's not the same as like a house plant where if you put a house plant in and you don't have the drainage, it can really rot the roots. I think with the compost, you may not actually have to do that unless the amount of water is too much. So I didn't want to ask you that. So cool. With the cardboard, that's why I doubled it up, because when the moisture does, I mean, it leaks through whatever I have to keep it on a tray until I take it out to my larger area. I don't have to add drainage because by just a natural existence, it will eventually soak through.
Nice. So we've got our containers. So for me, with this bottle, I've got it so it's almost like on a hinge, so I can fill it up. I can also close it, so it's like a mini greenhouse in a bottle, pretty much. So I can keep in its moisture. Other ingredients that we have, I have some compost. So I have some just scraps of vegetables and fruit. I've got some like kale stems and some whatever's in there, coffee grinds and cucumber, lots of little things in there.
Yours looks like lunch compared to mine. Yours looks like a healthy salad.
I also I cut it all up. I did. I cut it up so that it's smaller, and I'm helping it get started.
Exactly. This time I brought some kitchen scissors. So this is the thing. I'm not sure if everybody has, but I do have lots of scissors. A scissor drawer, but I do have scissors designated for the compost now since we started doing this more frequently. So I brought some kitchen scissors that are not too sharp, but I'm able to cut up. But then I'm also being aware, conscientious that they're gonna have to be cleaned and also not used for food that we're cooking and eating or paper and crafts. So these are all little developments since our last compost session.
We're becoming compost experts here. So those, we'll call them green compost. So those things coming from food scraps, those items are, among other things, going to give that soil or that compost a lot of nitrogen. And for plants, nitrogen helps with the process of, we know that plants can make their own food energy from sunlight, and then nitrogen helps it be able to do that really efficiently. So to have lots of nitrogen in the soil is really helpful for plants so that they can more effectively take the sun's energy.
Exactly.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So I decided to, last time I didn't do the brown compost, I didn't have leaves on hand, and since then I've been doing a bit of cleanup. So I did bring some leaves from my property that I'm going to use. So I'm going to actually do 2 samples this time. I'm going to take, as my control, I'm going to use the soil from my property mixed with the small soil sample that I have that I purchased, and then I'm going to add leaves to one and then paper to the other. So I guess I can move out my, I'm going to say my adolescent compost, because it's on its way to be going into wherever it's going to go, the garden, if I get that ready. And then I do have 2 boxes here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do the 1-in-1. So first of all, I'm going to start here and put my half of my purchased soil, topsoil, I guess you would call it, into that. And then I'm going to split up the soil gathered from my property with all the bits and bobs referring to pieces of grass. There may be insects. Hopefully I'm being very gentle here. And then I'm going to just make sure that we have an even amount. And I don't know if you remember, but last time I had used some paper in lieu of the leaves to create that barrier there. So I'm just going to strip some paper up, and I'm going to use that in this smaller container. Now, when you're adding paper, I mean, you want to work with what you have. You don't want to take brand new loose leaf for new paper if you don't have to, because you like to recycle. And we want to just kind of make small pieces because it's going to mix in and it's going to break down. It's best to stay away from really bright colors if possible, and like anything with a shiny finish. So just small amounts there. This looks like an old bill that we're comfortable ripping up for this. And then on this side here, I'm going to take my brown compost base and rip up my my leaves. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stir up. There seems to be a piece of ribbon. So there you go. When you're out gathering things from your property, you never know what you might encounter. Let's say the ribbon. I do know from a fact that that's made of some kind of plastic. And that's really not going to break down at all for a long time. And I'm just going to remove that from my sample. So to the right here, we have our brown compost base with organic matter leaves and a combination of my soil from my property and the purchased. And then to the left here, we have a combination of the same two types of soil and some ripped up non-shiny paper. I'm just going to give that a mix around.
Nice. So the reason that we're adding in some garden soil is so that we are loading up this little container with those decomposers that we need to do all the work for us. So it's those bacteria and that fungi that's going to do the work of taking these leaves and taking these food scraps and turning them into soil. So you want to make sure that it is garden soil that is going to have some of these decomposers in it. To use something that's meant for house plants, like a potting soil.
That's a really good point, Jeff, because when you go to a garden center or anywhere that sells these items, it's sometimes hard to, it's easy to pick up a soil that's not really a topsoil or a garden soil, but maybe a fertilizer. Or I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but it has those little white pieces in it. And I don't know how that would affect our composting. But there's certainly a variety of things, and I think that they might have fertilizers in them that may not gel or mix well with what we're trying to do here.
So I think I'm going to get 2 layers of each into mine. My bottle's a little bit smaller than the one I had last time.
Ah, okay. So your salad's looking a little less appetizing right now.
Yeah, it's not too good. The coffee ground dressing doesn't look so good.
I don't mind. I'm not using my kitchen scissors right now to cut things up. I rip it up by hand, but just a reminder to be conscientious if you or anybody you're working with has a food allergy, so maybe be eggs or onions, tomatoes, some of the items that are best to use to start up a compost. Just be aware of that, and if you need to use scissors or wear gloves, you want to look into that ahead of time. And speaking of which, I think that the last time we did this, we had a lot of questions about which items would be like a great start off for making a compost. And we had discussed that for sure. Animal byproducts, so bones and skin and meat and leftovers, that sort of thing, not ideal. Eggshells, great. Tomatoes break down really well. Citrusy, I seem to believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, not so great because it does change the pH of the soil. And so now when I say pH, that means how acidic or alkaline it may be. Meaning that if water has a pH of 7, then acids and bases, which like vinegar and lemon and citrus can be quite strong acids, and then things like soap and toothpaste. You don't want to put your soap in your compost. Will set off that balance that we want to achieve. So all things to keep in mind and ways to connect it to different curriculum.
Yours is looking great there.
Nice.
It's almost looking like a piece of artwork here, autumn leaves or something, but it's really just tomatoes, eggs, and onions. But hey, you can see art and everything. Now, the onion skin, that's whenever I go to cut onions, that's obviously one of the first things I slice off. It's so paper-like and paper-thin. I didn't actually look to see how well that breaks down, but I'm just going to go ahead and include that in one of my samples here. So I'm going to be adding it to the one that I use with paper. And just take note of that because I don't believe I used the onion skin itself before, and I would like to see in maybe a couple weeks or a month's time how that compares to the one that did not have the actual skin of it.
I have some in mine as well.
Nice.
So to finish this up, another ingredient we would want to add is some water. So we want to add just a little bit. We want it to be moist, but we don't want it to be soaking wet.
Right.
Like Sarah was saying earlier, if it does get to be really wet, you might try putting in a small hole just to see if that lets it drain out a little bit. I've seen online, some people make something like this in a bottle. They'll put a hole in the bottom and then set it inside of a larger plant pot so that the liquid that comes out of it is that like composty water, so that it goes into the plant, directly into the plant. So it's just another strategy for if you do need to put a hole in it, you can let that nutrient-rich water pour right out into something else.
Absolutely. And I love that we try to choose a few different ways to change what we're doing, even though we have some of the same control variables, Jeff. I'm pretty happy with my tray of compost. I'm not so happy with my timeline of actually planting my garden. But that being said, I have some great compost out on my deck, and it'll be used one way or another. Like, I love that you can do
side by side.
So then we have
green, brown, and this one's all dark and really, almost ready. I'd say.
Sure, yeah, I'm gonna mix mine up a bit more so that I have like the soil mixed a little bit better with the vegetation that I added there. So I mean, hey, this is great. And what's better than when you're cooking a meal, and I always do use my green bin to know that we're taking something and putting it towards something that we can potentially grow ourselves.
Oh, sorry guys, we got feedback, but that's okay. But no, that was great, guys. I have to keep messing with the volume to talk to you guys, but that's all good. I'll just turn you up and down, but I was like trying to find stuff to do it right here on camera, like for the face cam too. I was like, man, do we have anything we can do compost with? But that was awesome, guys, so thank you.
Thanks so much. We're quite passionate about gardening and outdoor learning this year, so we're always happy to answer any questions. If you want to hit us up on Twitter, social media, please do.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you, guys. We're going to introduce the next person, but thank you for joining us. You can't see me, but I'm waving. I am waving.
Brilliant. Okay.
See you guys.
Bye.
Awesome. So next, I'm pretty sure we are checking back in with
Makerfaire and Chantal.
Yes, and hopefully they're here in our meet. They are.
They are.
I see them.
So, si vous pouvez vous mettre dessus l'écran, ça serait grandement apprécié.
Oh, they're talking? There we go.
Hello.
Allô?
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 Là, je vais fermer ça ici, là. C'est son alphabet. OK. Parfait. Comment ça va?
Puis toi?
Ça va super bien. Écoute, on est après à travailler dessus. J'ai commencé à travailler dessus, là. Regarde, si je vous montre mon autre ordinateur, là, ça ressemble à ça pour l'instant. Donc, oui, c'est le logiciel de montage.
Il y a un ice pack pour garder l'ordinateur froid.
C'est ça.
À cause du overheat, l'ice pack et puis de la glace. C'est un hot pack.
Ouais, c'est mon troisième ice pack que j'utilise aujourd'hui parce que l'ordinateur, il travaille fort en petit pépère.
C'est ça.
Donc, c'est ça. Écoute, les personnes, je dois être rendu à une dizaine de vidéos facilement, là. Donc, ça avance bien. Puis, c'est ça, Chantal?
Il y a encore du temps pour nous envoyer des vidéos. Si vous avez des questions, gênez pas. You guys still have time to send in music videos of you guys playing in our summertime play along. We can add you in if you have any questions. Send us a message. And yeah,
je peux vous donner un sneak peek si vous voulez, là. Est-ce que vous voulez écouter un tout petit peu? On vous entend plus.
Hello?
Are we there now? Oh, we're there now. Nice. Okay.
On va l'essayer. Je vais l'essayer, là. Ça sera peut-être pas fort, là, OK? Donc, je l'essaye rapidement. Là, on voit pas les vidéos. Je vous fais juste écouter un peu l'audio, là. We're only gonna hear the audio part. So, it's just a basic draft. I don't have all the videos yet, mais ça s'en vient. Voici c'était le numéro qu'on prend.
T'as vu, hein?
Oh, c'est bon. OK. Ça, c'est n'a pas été synchronisé. Parce qu'il faut tout que je synchronise en plus de ça, hein? Parce que les vidéos sont pas toutes faites exactement en même temps. Puis là, il est après travailler fort, mon ordinateur, là. J'entends la fan là, qui travaille là, extra fort. Là. Bon, j'y vais encore une fois.
Non, encore pas une bonne place.
OK, on écoute ça.
Tu vas bien.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Ça sent bien.
Le bout qui est impressionnant, moi, c'est le bout ce que le monde improvise, là. En tout cas, il y en a qui ont l'air du fun là-dedans.
Fait que c'est ça qu'on est rendu là. It's just gonna get better from here.
C'est parfait, ça.
Parfait, ben écoute, on vous laisse aller, puis je vais continuer à travailler là-dessus. Chantal va continuer à répondre aux questions aussi, donc ne gênez-vous pas. Vous pouvez aller sur le Meet, le Meet là, que vous allez publier éventuellement, je crois. Puis pour venir nous dire un petit allô, puis vous poser vos questions.
Bonne journée! On se revoit
Bonne
plus tard.
journée.
Bye, merci.
Bye.
No, that's so awesome. And we're, oh, I need to turn this down too.
No,
Yeah, it's
do you want
pretty,
me just to
we had
plug
a
it?
pretty complicated, well, no, because we need to hear people in the meet. But we are going to move on. That was super awesome. I wonder if we're muted in the meet. I don't think we are, but before I just want to transition. Anyone notice my 3D printed hat? Did you notice that?
No.
You didn't like it?
I did
Did I
not
look good?
notice it.
It
I
didn't
can
fit on my
see-
head.
It did not?
Well, no. See?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, but then it's not a hat, it's a mask. And you know what? That would prevent a lot of COVID spread if your whole face was just covered. That's okay.
Yeah, but it would have to be clear.
So, next, would you like to introduce who is next?
Le Bill Caracat. Caracat is next.
I
So,
believe
Caracat, si tu veux nous meet sur Google Meet.
Hopefully are in the meet here. Let me just transition us back into our meeting screen. Bam! Beautiful. So yeah, we have a crazy rig, so every time we talk, we gotta, turn down the volume and all that fancy stuff, but that's all good. Olivia is stepping out for a moment, but that's okay. Well, we just wait on Caracat. All right, I could put on my hat again, but I don't want to do that. You know what? I do have leftover pot from this morning's ceremony that we could enjoy some. We wait on Caracat. What do you guys think? Cheers? I would do a cheers. Maybe Olivia would do a cheers with her great pop.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Oh, she will. Did you hear that? Nice.
My mom.
Is Caracat on their way?
Sorry, Mom. Hopefully she didn't see that.
Anyway, we're still just waiting. 2:05. Oh, that might make sense. It's not 2:05. So we have a whole 20 minutes to kind of explain some things. So why don't we do some biomaking? Did you want to do some biomaking now?
I don't have the thing for it right now.
Maybe go and see if you can get some things for it. And then we'll do it. Yeah. I'll take the mic.
Yeah, watch out the things.
That'd be awesome. What a day it's been. We've had some difficulties, but hey, look, that doesn't matter. That's fine. We keep pushing through. I'm excited to check on Mission Mars again, hopefully towards the end of the day. If not, that's fine, but I'm thinking we might be able to check in on it again. Whether it's a new drone or a different drone, it doesn't matter. I just want to see a successful Mars mission. But like I said, the things coming up, we have a Caracat meeting. We have a Newfoundland meeting to visit their makerspace. We're also going to be doing some walking colors with Kathleen later. And then we're going to have a message from a special guest. And then we have another project, Riverview High School, and that's at 3. We have some information on the BL summer camps as well coming up. So excited for those things. Ooh, do I take this? Nice, I'm being handed a laptop. Ooh, so we have 20 minutes.
20?
Well, yeah.
I think we should start off.
We have 15 minutes actually. 15 minutes until Caracat that'll be at 2:05. So
Just put it right here. Oh, no.
we are going to do make algae strings.
Okay.
And you're going to speak in French for it, right?
Wait.
Merci. Yes, see how I did that? All right. So let's see here. So we have materials list in front of us. So we need okay, let's get the materials. Let me put the pop away.
Yep.
We need 1 tablespoon of sodium alginate. This is definitely not that. Olivia handed me a bowl of water. That is not material 1. Okay, this is the psyllium. Okay. And do we mix it all in water?
No, do you see that? Yeah. C'est 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon in the water?
Wait, I have to read the
We?
instructions. It's all
Safety gear. Oh, is there more slides to this? Oh, there is, and now I lost where I was. For those of you who are like me and are not a Mac user, some people would disrespect the fact that we don't use that, but that's okay, because I think any Windows or Mac is good. You want to give me back to those instructions? I don't know how I did that.
Me neither.
Oh no. We only have 15 minutes to make it. Okay, come on.
Hold that.
Full screen. There we go.
No, it's not that. That's the video.
There we go. Back to the materials.
Oh, perfect.
Here we go.
Perfect.
So,
Thanks, Josh.
we need sodium alginate. We need calcium chloride, half cup bottled or filtered water for the algae gel, which we have. 2 cups of regular water. Whoa. 1 Ziploc bag, scissors, texture agent for string flexibility. Any of these options can be used. Honey, corn syrup, pancake syrup, aloe vera. Shout out to aloe vera. We have this.
Corn syrup.
Corn syrup, Crown, little white corn syrup. Good for baking cakes.
Calcium chloride.
See these items that we have here? Yep, I like it, I like it. I like what I'm seeing, I like what I'm... Wow, that's crazy actually. This,
Oh no, that's mine.
That's Olivia's personal water bottle. And, okay, yep, neon food color. Nice. Ready, and for safety purposes, gloves. You need to have gloves on. Thank you.
2 more.
Safety first. Oh, I already have 4. I have 3. Look at that, I have 4 pairs. All for me. Oh, there goes your mic.
That's
That's
not
exactly what we
the
wanted to
mic.
happen.
It's just the thing that I keep in my
Alright.
pocket.
So let's hurry up and try to make some because before Cat comes. Oh, we need to wear these too? Oh,
Those
no.
are just for you.
Oh, just for me.
Yeah.
Do you have a pair? Because I already have glasses on. So here, you got to put these on. I already have safety glasses. These are Google glasses, actually.
Google?
Alright. So.
Oh, Ziploc.
There's the bag. Yep. Want to make sure we're doing well on time. Okay, let's do this. So, we're going to go through the steps to make this. And we do have an overhead camera, but for some reason I could not get rid of the overlay. So when I switch to it, you guys are going to see that it says we're shooting in 4K and it has the time and everything like that. But that's cool. You can see our little messy setup here we have going on. We have all the materials around us, which is super fun. You can see that. That's okay.
A bowl. Oh.
A bowl. Oh, you want to show them the bowl?
No, it's fine. Look.
Okay. So we're gonna move and do this. Make sure you ask an adult before you do anything too crazy. That's important. Okay. This. Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you
So,
an adult?
Step 1, wear your safety. I have glasses, so I don't need safety goggles. You don't have glasses, so you need safety goggles. Now, we also need to sanitize,
I'm not wearing
which we
these.
definitely didn't do.
No, vraiment pas.
Do you have hand sanitizer? Yes,
Oh,
look right
yeah.
down here. Perfect. We just sanitized our hands. They've been clean all day, trust. Make algae gel by mixing half cup bottled water, half cup. Is this the bottled water? That must be. I'm just gonna say yes.
It's not a half cup, though.
That's okay though. 1 tablespoon of sodium alginate. Let's find that. That is this right here.
Yep. One what?
We only have like, how much time do we have for this? Oh, we have,
It's fine. Rush it.
Here we go. This is what Makerfaire is all about right here.
Yep, rushing.
Okay. Well, not rushing, but. Boom. Do we have, ooh, is this dangerous? Is sodium alginate bad? Okay.
Ask Jenny over there.
Ask who?
Jenny over there.
Who's Jenny?
Oh, then who was?
Oh, Jenny. You mean one of the 40 million crew we have back there? Yeah. Jenny, Billy. How is sodium? Sodium's okay? Oh, don't get on my eyes. Too late, Jenny. Sorry. Okay. Do we have measuring?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What is this? That is a 25 milliliter. What?
Measuring.
25 milliliter. I'm just gonna say that's good. Yo, my eyes are actually. Did I actually get something in my eye? That's dangerous. Okay, you have safety goggles on, right?
Yeah.
Because I'll take them if you don't want them. Yo.
Did you really?
Give me these. Ow, I have glasses. Give me these. Can you grab, excuse me, crewmate Dillinger, can you grab another pair of safety goggles? I now cannot see. Wait, are they on wrong?
No, you can adjust them.
I feel like I actually, one came past my glasses. Put them on, trust me. You don't want that sodium alkaline in your eye. So we only have one spoon for measuring. So we're just gonna pretend that this is for everything. So let's go ahead and put this in here.
Half cup.
Half a cup. That's wait. What are you doing? We can just use that bowl.
We just need a half cup.
No. We'll just put it in there.
We just need a half a cup.
Okay, that's a half cup. Okay. No.
Do you know what's a half of a cup?
A half cup's like this much water. Just use this water. Oh no, we don't have a lot of time, so we have to.
Okay, go. There, that's a half of a cup.
Go like this for a second. I know you can see that the weird overlay. I wonder if Jacob or someone will know how to get rid of this, but I don't, so that's fine. Blink. See how we did that? Sodium alkaline is in there.
Mix.
Now we need any texture ingredient of your choice in a Ziploc bag. Wait, what? Oh, that's supposed to be in a Ziploc bag. Texture. 1 second here.
I'm gonna transfer it to the bag because.
You're gonna transfer it to the bag safely?
No, I'm gonna transfer it after I mixed it all.
Okay, so our texture ingredient, I believe, is one of the things. Will this click already? Okay. So let's do this. So I'm gonna add the other ingredients in, and then let's just transfer it to the bag. How about that?
No, I have to.
You're gonna transfer it now. Okay, let's transfer it now.
No.
Oh.
We have to smush them all.
Smush them all, but we smushed it in the bag.
Oh, true, eh?
Yeah, true, eh? So this bag has a hole in it, so whoever gave us this bag, that would have been bad. There's actually a big hole in the bottom of this bag, so we're not going to use this bag. There's multiple holes in the bag, but that's okay.
Can we have a plastic bag?
Like one without holes. Thank you, crew members. That was crazy.
You're really having fun with those crew members thing.
I am. What time is it now? Is it almost time for the next segment? Look at that. We have 7 minutes.
We have
to
5.
make this. And I'm just
Look
chucking,
how thick it is.
I'm just chucking one of everything in the bag and hope it works because we only have one measuring stick. That's not what it is. But we already used.
Look how thick it is.
But look at this ugly bar. But maybe it looks kind of cool. Yeah, show the camera. Perfect. Let's head back though. Wait, did I hit a button mistake? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here because we already used that. And now, if we had a bag, I would proceed to add in the calcium chloride. You want to just add it in now?
Yeah, just.
Okay, just add it in now. Oh!
Bag.
Is that a bag? Oh, thank you so much. That was George that just brought me that bag. Holy moly. Holy moly, this is a legit bag. Okay. This thing isn't going nowhere. Let's open this bad boy up. Perfect. Oh.
What one do you want to use?
I still want to use the over-exaggerated one. I think this meant to be a joke, but okay, we won't use it. We'll use this one.
Okay.
We'll use this one. This is what you're supposed to use. But if you wanted to do a big batch, you could use a big bag just like that. So let's go ahead and safely dump this. Let's dump it away from the equipment. So come away from the equipment and dump this in there. And please, let's not spill any on anything. Oh my goodness. Oh. No. Yep.
The forces?
Yep. Whoa! Okay, get that in. Dude, it's already a crazy texture, guys.
That's what I said, and you weren't listening.
I was listening.
Tu écoutais pas à ça. Oh, à ça que je disais.
Oui. Don't drip any. Is this bag leaking? Hopefully not. No, I think it's good.
It's good?
Yep. Okay.
I'll just put it right there.
So hold this, and I'll proceed to add in the other ingredients. So now I'm going to add in some calcium chloride. Okay.
You're not so overtalking.
Switch this camera. Why does my host keep switching? My co-host. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, now switch back to the other camera. It's nicer because there's no overlay. Nice. And that was the...
Oh, and then...
Yeah. And then put some of that in there. Boom, boom, boom. That's good. So we put in calcium chloride. We put in
Is it
Crown.
good?
Crown. Oh, no. You don't drink this.
Oh.
No.
It's sugar. It's sugar.
Oh, it's sugar?
Yeah, you
Oh, we
put
don't
that
want
in
any of that.
recipes.
You don't want any of that. Okay, now for the final step. It's only 2. So we're doing great. Let me
Ow!
Oh. You're supposed to wear gloves on both hands.
No, it's burning.
Yeah. Oh, lift it up. Wait, what? Okay. I'm a little nervous. All right.
Can you touch that?
So that's why you should put another glove on your hand, I think. Whoa! Okay, you should put on both gloves, both hands. Okay, hold this. I need to add the food coloring. Never done.
Ow. Do we want food?
Yeah. Hold from the top. Stop holding the bottom. If it's hot, hold the bottom. Okay, what color do you want? I would say chat could vote, but I can't see chat. Blue for brilliant, or purple. Pink.
Purple for brilliant.
Okay, it's more like pink, but that's okay.
No, if you put...
Ooh.
Oh, do you know what?
Open it. Did we do it wrong?
Yeah.
We did. Why?
Wait, I got it.
No, once you put this in, you gotta beat it down.
You're not supposed to put that in it. You're supposed to put that in the beads and the water.
In the water, and then what?
And then you put this in the water and it goes...
Oh, really? Well, let's just add this in anyway. What? Okay. Oh my! Okay, put that back in. No, that's right. No, we're doing it right. Right?
No. I told you we're not doing it.
On the back, it says mix all the stuff in a bag, and then seal the bag and mix the ingredients. Do not do it too rigorous. No. We gotta get the air out of the bag though. Okay, ready? Okay, so let's get the air out of the bag. So now squish
This
the
is
air
already
out,
to the thing, though.
and then it's already to the thing though.
We're gonna do another batch after this. Going on.
No, wait. We still have. Put this back in. We still have time. We still have 10 minutes.
3 minutes to do that all again because
No.
this is not it.
Oh, you've made it before.
Yeah.
But this is kind of cool though. Oh, look. No, that's it. Look, I'm making it.
It's not it. You have to put it in water.
Oh, so you've done this before and I just didn't do it right?
Yeah.
Then what did we make then? What did we make? Can
I
someone
don't know.
tell
You
me?
tell me what we made.
Because it feels like it could have been what it was supposed to be.
No.
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 I mean, it's kind of cool. It looks like ice. So what did we end up making, Natasha? Because we did it wrong. I mean, not Natasha. I mean, crewmate.
It's because you mixed it in the...
Too soon.
Too soon in the bag. So Olivia might have been right.
No, she was definitely right.
Okay.
Oh, definitely she was right.
So we'll do it again after.
Yeah.
After, going
But
on.
what is this? Does this count as something?
Oui, ça serait un début, yeah.
This is something? What would this be?
Nothing.
Like a cloth.
A cloth. So we didn't make thread, we made cloth.
Mm-hmm.
That's still kind of cool. Like, it's really a solid thing. Like, that's crazy. Like, would it dry out and just become like cloth?
No, it won't. Yeah, it will dry out. We can let it dry. And
Okay, let's go to that school.
Because I didn't think it was going to happen. But yeah, is it 2:05?
It's 2:03.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't expect it to happen anyway. I mean, we can go again and
J'ai
actually
marché
do
sur
legit
something,
these.
puis ça m'a pas vu.
And I'll just let you do the whole thing. But yeah, it's still kind of cool though.
Yeah,
I'll just see that leather in there. It's not leather, but what is it again?
No, look, overview.
Oh, you want to show them? Nice. So we didn't make the thread like we were supposed to. We made a full-on blanket, but that's okay. We're gonna take these gloves off now, but let's keep them so we can use them later.
Where do you want me to put this?
Put it back there. Ooh, these gloves are really small. Okay.
Huh? There, Kirika's there.
All right. Perfect. Let me get my glasses on.
I'll take those.
Oh yeah, take these. Oh, thank you so much, Billy. Awesome.
Thanks, Billy.
All right. So it is 2:05. Let me hop in here. You want to do the talking for this one? Why don't
because
you?
it's French. Français.
Oui, oui. Let's do that. I'll get you in and I'll unmute you.
Allô, Caraquette, c'est votre temps. Si vous pouvez venir, on vous attend. Peut-être garde dans le... Qui est-ce qui est là?
Yeah.
Si, you know French. Parfait. Bonjour à vous tous.
Si.
On sera prêt.
But yeah.
Oh, Lucie. C'est-tu Lucie puis Hélène? Ok, Lucie puis Hélène, vous pouvez allumer vos caméras puis venir.
All right. So when you talk, what I would do is turn this down.
It's off screen, strict.
Minute. Ah, allô Lucie, on voit la caméra, mais on peut pas t'entendre. Donne-moi juste une seconde,
Bonjour, je m'appelle Maëlle. Aujourd'hui, je vais faire une présentation sur le cycle de vie des êtres vivants.
OK. Mais non, regarde.
C'est un délai, là.
C'est un délai.
Parce qu'il y a des pluies.
Là, on vous entend, c'est parfait.
Elle est l'envers, ok. Comment je sais?
Le serveur. Erreur.
C'est préparer un ordinateur.
Natacha, est-ce que ça fonctionne?
Par exemple, on n'aurait pas les micros. Non.
Chez Lucie, ça marche, puis nous autres, ça marche pas. Hélène, est-ce que tu peux fermer ton micro?
Moi, il me manque tout le temps.
Mon téléphone.
Pas de micro, non.
Oui, nous, on t'entend bien, Madame Lucie. C'est quand les élèves parlent qu'on entend moins bien. Ça fait que je sais pas s'ils peuvent venir plus proche de la caméra ou...
Même si je mets mon micro là.
Oui.
Caméra avant.
Celui-ci est en train de
C'est tout? Ça vient des hosts, là.
Je m'appelle comment?
Allô, Natacha, est-ce que tu nous entends?
Oui, moi je vous entends.
Vous pouvez vous unmuter puis commencer.
Aujourd'hui, je vais vous présenter le cycle de vie des êtres vivants. Aujourd'hui, on a le papillon, la plante, le poisson, la grenouille, puis le poussin. Bonjour, moi c'est William. La deuxième chose que nous avons vue en classe, c'est les chaînes alimentaires des êtres vivants. On en a 5 et je vais vous présenter l'huile du papier. Le renard mange beaucoup de végétaux, par exemple le nectar. Bonjour, c'est encore moi. Aussi, on a appris le cycle de l'eau. Le soleil évapore l'eau, ça va faire un nuage. Si le nuage est trop lourd, ça va faire de la pluie. Bonjour, je m'appelle Charles. C'est quoi un écosystème? C'est une interaction avec les milieux naturels puis les organismes comme êtres vivants. Par exemple, on a le désert, une mer, un lac, la forêt, puis comme les organismes êtres vivants, on a les plantes, les végétales et les papillons. Donc ici, on a fait un écosystème. On a placé des vers de terre, on a mis de la terre, des roches au-dessous, et on a mis une plante dedans. Aussi, on a pris un plastique pour placer par-dessus pour garder l'humidité. Bonjour, je m'appelle Michael. Et moi, Bérangère. On a fait un écosystème sur les barres de coco. On a commencé par mettre du sable, puis après, on a pris de l'eau de où est-ce que les barres de coco venaient. Puis on a aussi mis de l'algue avec une roche dessus, puis on a mis des coquillages. Pour finir, on avait mis les barres de coco dedans, puis on avait mis une petite roche qui est ici pour décorer. Salut, je m'appelle Émilie. On va faire une présentation de l'écosystème du tétard. Le tétard a besoin de l'eau, de l'étang, des feuilles, des vagues et des boules de terre. Bonjour, je m'appelle Thomas, je suis avec mon ami Martin, Oussama et Maya. On a fait un écosystème sur les papillons. Au début, on voulait les mettre dans le bocal, sauf qu'il y avait trop de terre, on a enlevé, mais c'était encore trop petit. C'est qu'on l'a mis dans... J'ai oublié que on a mis des plantes, de la terre, des roches,
en t'appuyant, puis de l'autre.
Bonjour. Le petit cochon d'Inde s'appelle Mocha.
Vous autres, vous êtes mutés d'abord. Unmuté. Si, c'est super jusqu'à date, mais si vous pouvez vous unmuter, on aimerait ça.
This is so crazy so far. I'm just waiting for them to unmute and then, oh man, I gotta turn this down. Woo, but these can unmute themselves when you finish this project. One of those kids so enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I was like, what? And then there was guinea pigs, there was tadpoles or fish. And then Martin, when he showed up, I was like, wow, what a guy. I'm super pumped for those students. I hope they come back real quick so we can finish it up.
Yeah.
I think they're attempting to load back in. There was only 3 minutes though.
Yeah.
So, not sure about that.
We're gonna...
May have to cut them off maybe.
What's that?
Walking colors. So next after this will be Newfoundland Makerspace and then walking colors at 2:40. In 3 minutes is NL Makerspace. If Lucy and them can come back in real quick, we would love to do them again, but if they cannot, we will have to move on, unfortunately. Let me see here. Oh, Lucy seems to be back. Let's see if she can get back in there in time. As NL Makerspace will have to do a thing, but that is okay. I wonder if my mic's working. It is beautiful. Man, but I was just pumped for those students, so enthusiastic, so engaged in what they were learning, and like, they had guinea pigs in a classroom. I'd never, what? That's insane. Oh, Lucy's back. If I get my co-host Olivia, Lucy's back, and I do not speak a la français, so I don't want to mess anything up. You want to come speak to them? They're back. You want to come speak to them? Yeah.
Pour Yves, c'est encore erreur. C'est sûr que je l'envoie.
Non.
Mais non, regarde, comme, regarde, comme ça, tu vas voir ce qu'il va faire.
Il faudra continuer pour aujourd'hui, mais c'était vraiment beau. Merci pour votre participation. Puis on va aller au Newfoundland Makerfaire Makerspace with Kathy.
Not with Kathy.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
It is.
Okay.
I
Nice.
have a brain.
Well, me, real quick.
Aujourd'hui, mais c'était vraiment bien. Merci pour votre participation. Puis on va aller
Oui. On a entendu, on a vu.
thank you for coming to join us in the Newfoundland Makerspace. So we have if our camera's a little shaky, you'll have to forgive us. We have a webcam hooked up to a laptop that we have to carry around. But we're going to give you a tour of our space here today, and we'll talk about some of all of the really cool projects that we have going on. Why don't you follow me over here? So here we have our cricket cutter. This one isn't on the go today, but Melissa has a really good project coming up that she'll be doing with that. So hopefully she'll have some resources and pictures and videos to share with you in the next one. Over here, we have Alyssa working on some 3D printing for her after-school program. Alyssa, what are you 3D printing today?
3D printing keychains that young lady printed at our session.
Wow, that is awesome. There's also some Brilliant Labs themed keychains here that we have as well. Are they going to be kind of similar to these ones?
Sure. She actually put her name on it, and she also made a Believe one, and Live, Laugh, and Create one, which I thought was really nice.
Oh wow, that is awesome. All right, so over here we have some MBOTs that some students were planning to use in the next couple of days here. So we have our pink one and two of our blue ones. Those ones are always a fan favorite for sure. So if you keep following me this way, we have some Yankees set up. So one student had made a guitar. So by holding the ground and clicking on the notes, you'll hear different sounds from the guitar. And this one here is actually an operation game. So kind of like that classic board game by using one of the alligator clips that's hooked up to a Makey that is connected to a Scratch program. If you miss the object that you're trying to grab, it'll make a sound. So you can try to grab the objects, but if you miss, it beeps and then you're out. All right, so this is our Glow Forge. We don't have it up and going for you today because it is quite loud, but we do have some examples of some laser cut materials here that we'd love to show you. So John had cut this heart with our Brilliant Labs logo in the center a couple of days ago. It looks awesome. And also a box made out of acrylic. Super cool. Okay, let's go visit Alicia over here. So Alicia, what are you working on?
Working on a soil moisture detector. So we're basically using beadboard and microbit here with our code, sticking in some alligator clips on the pins there and the nails in the soil. And then it shows a graph here of how wet the soil is. And if you press A, it'll give us like a reading. That wants to work for me, which of course it doesn't. Yeah, it takes a second. It'll give a reading based on how moist the soil is, so you know whether or not you need to water your plant.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Sadie, would you like to tell us about the soldering station?
Yeah, so here we have our soldering station. We can use it for lots of things. I use it to attach this NeoPixel strip to our B-board, but right now I'm just repairing one of our battery packs.
Those tend to break sometimes.
Yeah. And then here we have our brand new button maker. We have a chance to use this one yet. We're there today.
Our space that we have here, tons of room for creativity and project making and all that sort of stuff. We also have our podcasting station over here that we forgot to mention.
Yeah, this is quite new, so
yes,
sometimes forget it's there, but we have
absolutely
our new mic and recording setup.
Oh, and our green screen as well. So if you're standing here at this computer filming from this camera, you can use the green screen background, which is always really fun. Maybe you can make it look like you're on a beach somewhere or something rather than in the office. Well, thank you for visiting us today. If anyone has any questions, feel free to either pop them in the chat or reach out to one of us. We'll be happy to answer them for you.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, that was awesome. Like, we literally have to hit like 4 million buttons to talk to you guys. That's why we didn't say anything. So it's kind of tough, but that was super, like, That was super fun, super cool. I don't even know you guys had all those crazy setups, so I'm pumped.
Thanks, Kathy.
We do have a B-board that I can share. Let me grab one for you.
All right, so thanks again to the Newfoundland Makerspace. It's kind of unfortunate we can't really interact with them because I have to hit 5 buttons and then turn the volume down just to speak. But you guys did awesome. Oh, they're back. They're showing something about a B-board. One sec. Let me turn them up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So I can't believe we forgot to mention our B-boards. So we have tons of them over here in the Makerspace that are always being used for new projects. So Alicia's project, actually, over in the corner, the moisture sensor, that one was using one of our B-boards. So if you noticed, had some of the lights lighting on the top. Here, let's go again closer at it. So you can see some of the lights light up on the top of the B-board. And is that to deter, like, does that tell you how?
Yeah, so that's working in tandem with the lights on the microphone. We use the utilize. Yeah, those are blixels, so they'll light up and tell you that it's moist, and if it's not, then they would all be off, but the soil is just in water.
Cool. So is it on and off, or does it show a range?
It'll show a range. Right now, like where the soil is so wet, it's at the maximum, but if we were to have some dry soil, we could show that like only 1 light would light up, or maybe 4 would light up, depending on like the levels of the moisture in the soil.
Oh, cool. So some other things that our B-board can do, you can see kind of on the sides here, we could attach motors. So that would come in handy too with the soil moisture project as well, if you wanted to make an automatic plant watering system. There's also 2 spaces for clickboards, so you could add in a motion sensor or something like that. Yeah, this is our B-board.
And that one has NeoPixels attached to
and
it.
this one, this one on the wall has our NeoPixel strip hooked up to it, so you can see it. It's a little bright in here, so maybe you can't see it on the camera. But we have another one up here as well that's Sadie coded for an activity at the university. So that one's also powered by the B-board. Yes. Super cool. It can do quite a bit, which is really awesome. Awesome. Thank you again for joining us, everyone.
Thank you, guys. That was epic. Oh, my dude. Like, I thought this Makerspace was, like, lit.
Yeah.
The other one's crazy. Oh, my dude. Yeah. Oh, my dude. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much again to Newfoundland. Let me just transition over here. Oh, my goodness.
Now, do you want to do it? We have 10 minutes to do it.
We have 10 minutes. All right, 1 second.
We can do it really quick, but we need a Ziploc bag.
So in 10 minutes,
ask Joey.
We're going to be doing walking colors. But first, we're going to attempt that thing that I failed to do. We made a blanket last time. We're supposed to make thread. Correct? Okay, so you know what?
No,
Ooh.
We're not using that.
We're going to use this
Can
bag.
we get a little Ziploc, please?
Does anyone have another extra Ziploc bag? If not, we can use the jumbo bag. I think it'd be kind of fun to use the jumbo bag.
No.
No? Because we have 10 minutes.
We could probably
that one has holes in it.
Fit someone in there.
There's so many crew running around. It's actually insane back here. Right, Olivia?
Is there a hole in this? We've got one.
We found one. We found one. We
Quick.
found one. Okay, so we're going to do this the right way. We found one. Awesome. Thank you so much, though, to Dillinger, Billy, and Bobby for trying to search for those bags. So, first step, I'm going to follow Olivia because she knows what she's doing. No, it's fine. Is it not fine?
Goggles before you burn your eyes again.
Okay, goggles before you burn your eyes. Oh! Dude, look at this. That is insane.
Who's that?
Whoa, what are you doing?
That's what I have to
Okay,
do.
goggles, and we also want to put our gloves back on. We found one. It's kind of an older bag than that one, but
Okay, alright.
that's okay.
Is that like a half of a cup?
Yeah, that looks like a half a cup right there. I'm going to get my safety gloves and
We got
goggles
measuring
on.
cups if you would like.
Oh, we have measuring cups. We've just been winging it. Eyeballing. Is that what they say?
Eyeballing it. Oh my god.
Let me get this on here. Hello, glove. This is tough. Do you have gloves as well?
Nope.
Okay, well,
I don't
I can
need
do
gloves.
the pouring.
But you have to put your safety glasses on.
Yes, you do, because last time my eyes actually burnt up, and I was very disappointed. Not disappointed, just kind of scared, actually, for my life. But that's science, ladies and gentlemen.
So we'll get an overcam for right now.
Oh, I don't like the overlay. Can we get rid of that? I don't like the overcam, but
Why?
okay. Just show it up. Instead of overcam, just go like, boop, hold it up in front of them, like this. Boop. Exactly, look at that. Golden.
Hopefully we eyeballed this. So
Correctly. What is next?
we're gonna read this time, eh? Reading is funny. Make algae by mixing 1 of a bottle of water, alginate.
There's another one too as
No,
well.
no, there's not another one.
Oh, there's not.
That's just the carbonate of alginate.
Okay.
Don't know if I pronounced it wrong. Sorry. Take that.
Sorry. Okay, I'll take this.
Yeah, take that.
Take this.
What's a half of a teaspoon?
Why don't you just put a half a scoop of this in there, and then we'll count that as half teaspoon.
I'd say a quarter.
A quarter of that. No. Oh, our computer went on sleep mode, but the stream will still go. I just need the screen to come back on and not be black. But I think we're still streaming, right? Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. I knew it. All right, let's add that in there, just like so. See?
And then that's done. So mix that up.
Mix this up. And do I put the bag on now? Like do this?
Yeah, and watch out because there's.
And we do have one little hole in this top corner here, but that's perfectly fine. I'll just mix it up. It will squeeze all the air out, so just mix it. Just like this.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it in front of you guys. And what are we making
And
again?
then
Can you tell
in
me?
this we will have a.
So this is algae thread?
Yeah.
Okay, algae thread making. Oh.
Don't tell me that right now.
This might be a little wet.
Ah.
It's okay, no, keep going, keep going.
We got it.
Do I keep mixing?
Yeah.
Not too vigorously. I read that in the instructions.
Oh, do you want food coloring?
Oh, do we add it in now?
Do we want food coloring?
No, we don't need food coloring. Let's go white.
Because if not,
We don't have time. Yeah, we got 8 minutes. Let's keep going.
Yep. Next slide. What's in that water though? I need that.
I'm going to keep mixing. Do you want me to keep
Add
mixing?
2 tablespoons of calcium carbonate.
So now put it in the bowl?
Nope.
No. I do not put it in the bowl.
No.
Nah. Can I see if your mic's still working? Oh, it is. Perfect.
It is? Okay.
Oh, yeah. My eye is itchy.
Seriously? Don't.
Was that dangerous?
Maybe.
Don't do that at home, kids.
Kids.
Don't touch your eyes with chemicals. And what are you doing there, Olivia?
Chemicals.
Chemicals. Nice. She's putting the beads, what look like beads, into a bowl of water. Filtered water. It's actually Fiji water, not sponsored, but
And
we
then
only drink
we're
the best of
putting.
the best.
Is this Walmart?
Oh, that's President's Choice financial water. Wait. Perfect. That was satisfying. Can we? Oh, too late.
Yes.
That was pretty satisfying, though.
Okay.
Oh, so I just hold this bag here like this?
Mhm.
And now you're mixing it.
Okay. Is it like thick?
Oh, do I keep going?
Yeah, you trying to get not those in.
Oh, not the, like get rid of the thick
Yeah.
stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we have scissors close? Oh, I have an idea. Let's put it in here.
You have an idea?
Yeah, there. Perfect. Oh, did you see that? Look at that.
Oh, is this what I want it to
Let's
look
get
like?
the over top. See that?
Whoa! I do see that. All right, put it back.
You don't like that, eh?
I don't like that camera.
Why?
Because there's the overlay of the 4K and the time on it.
Yeah,
Not
and?
very fun.
What time?
You don't see the borders? This and this? They don't look that good, do they? All right.
I find it looks real.
Oh, looks real. Maybe it is kind of cool then. All right.
Wait, we're gonna do a taste
Wait.
Taste it. Taste.
No, we're not.
Try.
We only have 5 minutes.
Have 5? Okay,
Yes.
wait.
So now what do I do with this?
Scissors.
Scissors?
You didn't know scissors are involved?
Oh. Okay, and what is this going to do? Now what? Is this ready? Are you doing this part? I'm okay with that.
I want to see.
Okay, do you want me to put it on this one?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
try this one first.
I believe.
Hold that. Okay, it's in there. Okay.
It's in there. It's in there.
No, yeah, wait.
Oh, it's in there.
Okay.
It's in there.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get the. Okay, it is the overtop.
Okay, it's over
Want to
top.
see?
I want to see. Should I hold it over here? No, you do it there. That's fine.
Ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. What does it do?
Wait.
Is it working?
Yes.
No way, you're joking.
Very well.
It's working very well? Guys, it's working very well out there in the interwebs. Now what? Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, you're touching with your bare hands.
Yeah, wait until it cools down.
Now wait till it cools down.
Maybe get a cold water bottle.
Cold water bottle. Do we need to put cold? Does anyone have from the crew in this big full room of people?
In the cooler?
Does anyone have a water bottle?
Like freezing cold water bottle, please, Joey.
Joey, Billy, Bobby, somebody. Maybe Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki can get it. Jenna too.
Yeah, they can all get the water. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my, Derek. Thank you, Derek.
We didn't even ask Derek.
I know, that's what I was saying. Well, I guess I can just drink one.
Yeah.
But that one, you can actually do what you were supposed to do. Okay, perfect. We're cooling it down. No, that's fine. They don't need to see that.
No. Satisfying?
Do not.
Okay, I'm not that weak.
What time is it? Hello? Sway, pass me the rock.
37.
3 minutes? Pardon?
37.
All right, so.
Ready?
I'm ready. No way. No way, you're joking. Is it ready?
Yeah.
No way, actually. Oh, no, wait. Oh, get a big old piece. We successfully made algae thread. Oh my dude. Wait, here, I'm going to bring this over here.
Okay.
I'm going to bring this over here. Main camera. Look at this. What? So that's algae thread.
One?
Yeah, get one, but be careful because the splash is getting on the keyboard. Be super careful. What? Look at that.
Look how long it is.
Now you guys know how to make algae thread. Oh my dude. That looks like a Spider-Man web.
Do you want to touch it?
Yes. No, I just want to. Can you hold the bowl now?
Yeah.
No way. Has anyone been on the BL Instagram? Because I feel like someone should post on there. But that's okay. I'll just post later. Whoa,
You
my.
really try to eat it.
No. So I'm now going to become Spider-Man. Look at this. No way. Are you guys seeing this? Wait, look.
Oh, put that overcam.
Yeah, do the overcam. Look at this.
Perfect. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Screenshot that. Oh, wait. And then crop out my hand, and everyone's going to think I'm Spider-Man. That is insane.
Someone. Oh, screenshot it on your phone.
No, it's fine. There'll be a replay. Okay, go back to the overhead, because I believe 238. So let's not spill that everywhere. Holy moly! Go ahead and hit camera 1. Let's get the water away from the cameras.
From Olivia.
From everything. Whoa! It's splashing. Put that down. It's actually splashing everywhere. Okay.
Look at the blob.
Ugh, my hands smell. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to take these off, put my glasses on.
I don't know. This is fun.
Wow.
Did you like
Thank
that?
you. I did enjoy that. That was crazy.
This is what it's supposed to end like.
Yes, not what I did. I made fabric softener.
You want to see it again?
No, I'm good. I would rather you dry your hands and get ready for, oh, nice. All right, so it's 2:40. So I'm gonna head to the BL meet here.
I'll go wash my hands.
Yeah, and is this one in English? I would hope so.
It's the no.
Then maybe you should say for a sec. Well, she's not even here, so. We are supposed to be doing walking colors with Kathleen, but what's going to happen is Olivia's going to go wash her hands from touching that. I mean, you guys see that? That was me. I became Spider-Man. Well, I always have been. I just didn't want to let my secret out. Now you know how I make my webs. But like I said, we were just waiting on our next segment at 2:40 here, which is 2:40. Thank you so much, guys, for anyone who's tuned in at all today. We had some troubles at the beginning. Excuse me, so sorry. Just had to. How do people chug water? I definitely cannot. Okay, that gave me a brain freeze. Oh, that wasn't worth it. But anyway, thank you so much for guys who've stayed. We've had some multiple streams, multiple issues, but we have been able to get it going now finally. Ooh, Heidi and Kathleen. Oh, excuse me. I need to talk to them. Okay, let me talk to them. I actually need Olivia to talk to them because they are French speakers. Correct? Yep. Hello.
Does that work?
No, it doesn't work at all. But it's my main microphone I use for today. So make sure you grab your mic and put it on. Is it still on?
Yep.
Can I check? It wasn't on. I knew it. You silly Willy. Yeah, we just need to change her mic. Uh-oh. Do we have a Zoom recorder that's not dead? Oh dear. Can someone go on a hunt for AAAs or whatever these take? Oh, here, Dillinger, take this and the batteries are in there. See what those take? I'm gonna give my mic to you so you can speak French. Yeah. And then you can speak French. And actually, so yeah, so here.
You can pretend with this on your finger.
Well, here. What I'm gonna do here is we gotta hurry and do this. So, we need to change mics. So why don't you, oh no. Oh, he has AAAs. No way, that was quick and easy. Perfect. Now I don't have to give Olivia my mic. All right. So, okay, I need to take this out. Boom, bang, and then keep these cords, and then use that one and plug her in. I already had to do that to mine earlier, so mine's fresh. All right, beautiful. Thank you. Bang and bang. Hopefully you guys don't get a popping sound, and if you do, sorry. Ooh. Are they in the right? Oh no, the thing's not closed. There we go. There we go. Problem fixed. Perfect.
Okay.
No SD card, but that should be fine. Okay, awesome. Okay, now we're ready. So I'm going to unmute, and you are going to introduce yourselves to them. Let me just switch us over here. Bada boom, bada bang. Perfect. And now remember, I'm going to do the thing with the volume. I'm going to turn it down, and you're going to talk. Get ready to. Right now.
Kathleen et Heidi, vous pouvez venir. On est prêts pour vous.
Allô?
Oui, ben maman, c'est comme un problème. Allô?
Allô? Allô?
Je m'excuse, on a la difficulté parce qu'il faut presser comme 5 boutons en même temps pour unmuter.
Ah, en tout cas. Puis la journée va bien maintenant?
Vous pouvez commencer quand vous êtes prête.
Gare, on peut commencer comme ça. On se présente. Donc, moi, c'est Kathleen Rice. Je suis à la retraite de l'éducation, mais je suis avec Labo Créatif. J'ai ma collègue ici, Heidi Martin, qui est agente communautaire au Carrefour de la jeunesse. Puis aujourd'hui, on voulait vous présenter ou lancer l'invitation pour la marche en couleur, donc Color Walk, qui va avoir lieu le 11 juin, qui est vendredi de cette semaine. Donc, pour commencer, on aurait aimé présenter la vidéo qui est placée dans le chat. Est-ce que c'est quelque chose que vous pourrez présenter à l'écran, que les gens pourraient voir avec le son?
Oui, je pense que ma mère va le faire. Donnez-moi une seconde.
Parfait. Donc, ça va présenter, la vidéo va présenter un petit peu la vision et la mission de Labo Créatif, de Je bouge, j'apprends. Donc, c'est un organisme qui regroupe des gens en éducation, des gens en santé, en mieux-être et des gens à la retraite aussi qui veulent promouvoir la santé et le mieux-être. Donc, on est ensemble depuis plusieurs années. Puis, dans les premières années, on avait une course à relais qu'on appelait la course à relais Je bouge, j'apprends. Et la vidéo, c'est ce que vous allez voir à l'écran. C'est vraiment une course qui engageait tout le monde, c'est inclusif. Donc, les enfants de toutes les écoles y participaient. On va voir ça à l'écran. Donc, depuis les dernières années, on avait 1000 participants à la course à relais. C'était une distance de 60 km. Chaque équipe école, il y avait 21 équipes, donc 40 personnes par autobus qui se suivaient et chaque groupe faisait 1 kilomètre à la fois. Donc, ce qu'on voulait valoriser, c'est la santé de chacun, puis aussi l'accomplissement personnel, parce que pour des personnes qui n'étaient peut-être pas en forme au début de l'année, il fallait qu'ils s'entraînent à faire 1 kilomètre à la fin de l'année lorsqu'elle allait faire la course à relais. On n'entend pas le son, je ne sais pas si vous l'entendez. C'est peut-être... Alors, c'est-tu mieux que je parle en même temps que la vidéo joue ou... Ouais, c'était... C'est sûr que la vidéo présente, le son expliquerait un petit peu la vision, mission, l'objectif visé par l'activité. On voit ici le départ de Grand Saut. Donc, à chaque année, c'était gratuit. Toutes les écoles du Nord-Ouest et Anglophone School District West. Certaines écoles participaient également. Puis l'objectif, c'est ça, c'est de s'entraîner à partir de janvier avec un chef d'équipe à l'école. Donc, les équipes étaient composées de 30 élèves et 10 adultes accompagnateurs. Puis les jeunes, c'est ça, relevaient le défi à la fin de l'année avec leur équipe de partir de Grand Saut et de faire des relais jusqu'à Edmundston. Alors, si vous aviez le son, vous pourriez peut-être entendre un peu...
Oui, Natacha, dis-le-tu le son?
Oui, bien, c'est comme vous voulez. On peut continuer juste à l'expliquer, puis on peut aussi... c'est comme vous voulez. Donc, on voit qu'il y avait beaucoup de plaisir, sentiment d'appartenance dans chacun des autobus. Les chefs d'équipe parlent ici, présentent un peu l'objectif. Tout le monde encourageait tout le monde à l'arrivée de chacun des kilomètres. Puis l'objectif, justement, c'est, et oui, la santé, promouvoir la santé, mais aussi un mode de vie sain. Donc, peut-être pour les gens qui sont à l'écoute, je ne suis pas sûre s'il y en a beaucoup pour l'instant, mais le lien qui est présenté ici pourrait être visionné, puis vous pouvez entendre un peu l'explication de l'activité. Et ça se terminait. Tout le monde courait ensemble au début, ou joguait, là, 1 kilomètre au début. On allait lentement, puis tout le monde terminait le dernier kilomètre ensemble aussi. Donc, c'était vraiment un effet de rassembler toutes les personnes qui participent. Donc, réussir ensemble le 60 km. Et c'était attendu à chaque année. On sait que depuis l'année passée, avec le COVID, ça a demandé de changer un peu ce qu'on fait. C'est un peu pour ça que cette année, l'équipe Je bouge, j'apprends a rencontré Mme Natacha Vautour de l'équipe Labo Créatif pour lui présenter un peu l'objectif ou la vision et la mission de Je bouge, j'apprends et de voir si l'idée d'une marche en couleur pourrait être une bonne idée. Et Natacha dit oui, j'aime bien l'idée. Donc, avec la collaboration de Labo Créatif, Je bouge, j'apprends cette année lance une marche, donc la marche en couleur, qui aura lieu le 11 juin prochain. Peut-être qu'Heidi pourrait aussi vous présenter du côté des écoles comment les gens se sont préparés à cette marche-là.
C'est sûr qu'au niveau de l'engagement, on a travaillé fort, puisque c'est la marche en couleur. On a encouragé les élèves puis le personnel des écoles à créer, puis à faire leur propre article de façon colorée. On dit tie-dye. Il y a plusieurs écoles qui se sont lancées dans la confection de chandails tie-dye. Il y en a qui ont fait aussi des bas, des boffes et des affiches, un petit peu comme celles qu'on voit derrière. Le district scolaire a aussi été partenaire avec nous pour faire l'achat de bandeaux, comme ça, comme celui que je porte. Donc, on a mis le logo de Labo Créatif, du district scolaire francophone du Nord-Ouest et de Je bouge, j'apprends. Donc, ça, c'était des prix de participation. Puis, je sais qu'il y a plusieurs écoles qui ont quand même voulu en acheter de surplus pour donner à chacun des élèves. C'est un peu ça qui se passe au niveau, on essaie d'encourager les gens, de les motiver aussi. Puis, c'est ça. Cette année, c'est beaucoup inclusif parce que par le passé, comme qu'on a vu dans la vidéo, on misait surtout sur des élèves de niveau 6e à la 12e année, alors que cette année, on vise la santé et le mieux-être pour tout le monde. Peu importe ton âge, que tu sois jeune à la garderie ou que tu sois dans un foyer de soins, tout le monde est bienvenu et encouragé à marcher avec nous le 11 juin et à porter des couleurs.
Donc, c'est ça. Ce vendredi, les gens s'inscrivent encore. On a encore des inscriptions qui rentrent. Donc, si vous faites Google, Labo Créatif, marche en couleur, ça vous amène à l'inscription. C'est peut-être la façon la plus rapide pour s'y rendre. Il y a un formulaire d'inscription et en ayant ce formulaire-là, la journée de la marche, vous allez être capable de partager des photos des gens qui marchent, de votre bulle classe ou de différents groupes de l'école ou dans la communauté, mais aussi d'écrire le nombre de kilomètres. Parce que notre objectif cette année, ce qu'on souhaitait faire, c'est de cumuler les kilomètres de tous les gens qui vont marcher vendredi. Puis il y en a aussi qui ont marché au mois de mai. Ils pouvaient aussi cumuler leurs kilomètres tout le mois de mai. Et vendredi, on souhaite de pouvoir partir d'Edmundston avec les kilomètres de chacun et de se rendre à St. John's, à Terre-Neuve. Puis là, on s'aperçoit qu'on a déjà atteint notre distance. Donc, possiblement qu'on est capable de partir même de St. John's, Terre-Neuve, et se rendre à Vancouver. Donc, vendredi, on sera en mesure de voir les kilomètres parcourus. On a hâte de voir les photos de toutes les écoles participantes, les équipes ou les bulles classes. À date, on a plus de 6000 participants d'inscrits, donc des écoles entières, un peu partout dans la province et ailleurs en Atlantique. Donc, dans chacune des provinces atlantiques, on a des inscriptions. On a aussi des inscriptions des gens de l'Ontario et de l'Alberta. Donc, on a bien hâte de marcher vendredi. C'est quoi ça dit?
Kathleen, il faudra
All
juste
right.
t'arrêter là parce que
Oui.
c'est Jeff, le tour à Jeff. D'abord, merci pour tout.
Merci.
Puis, hopefully on pourra faire la marche ou que vous pouvez la faire, vous la réussissez aussi.
Puis tu vas t'inscrire, hein?
Tout. Bye.
Merci. Bye.
And next we have Jeff here with us, and I'm going to mute ourselves so that in full screen Jeff there for the live. Awesome.
Hello everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. I know we've been experiencing quite a few technical problems. Alors merci à tout le monde. Je sais qu'on a eu plusieurs défis ce matin. On dirait que vous l'avez réduit cet après-midi. So thank you everybody who worked so hard this morning to resolve all the technical issues. It seems like things are going a lot smoother this afternoon. And we certainly didn't want to take away from all the innovation and the awesome efforts from all the students and teachers. So quite the massive effort to try to do a live broadcast with remote locations to try to showcase all the awesome projects that are happening across the region. So congratulations to everybody that was able to make this happen. Alors, merci à tout le monde qui ont participé et qui ont aidé à créer ce Makerfaire virtuel-là. Je sais qu'on a eu plusieurs défis ce matin, mais on dirait qu'on les résout. Puis, c'est quand même une initiative assez complexe comme organisme d'essayer d'entreprendre. On a des problèmes technologiques, mais avec l'innovation, ça vient souvent. Puis on apprécie certainement tous les esprits novateurs puis les projets super excitants qu'on a été capable de partager avec vous ce matin puis cet après-midi. So looking ahead to what's going on with, I guess, Brilliant Labs in Atlantic Canada, we're looking very much forward to our virtual summer camps. After the success of our summer camps last year, we decided to go virtual again this year with the uncertainties around the pandemic. And so cet été, le plan, c'est encore d'offrir des camps d'été virtuels. Vous pouvez vous inscrire à lavocreatif.ca camp d'été. Je ne sais pas si ça c'est le bon URL ou non, mais en tout cas, brilliantlabs.ca/summercamps. Alors, on va avoir des cours gratuits. Les jeunes peuvent apprendre comment faire de la programmation, du codage, apprendre gérer des multimédias, une chaîne YouTube, excusez. On a aussi de la cybersécurité et plusieurs autres cours disponibles. Au mois de septembre, on est très excités. On a beaucoup de plans qu'on va partager bientôt avec vous autres. Ça va être une année pas comme les autres, comme cette année aussi, avec tous les défis qu'on a eus avec la pandémie. Un gros merci à tous les enseignants et tous les élèves qui ont continué à persévérer durant un temps très, très, très difficile comme communauté de société et système scolaire. So thank you, everybody, for continuing to innovate. Thank you to all the teachers and the students that persevered during these difficult pandemic times. It's often hard to innovate during regular conditions, but then sometimes innovation comes out of challenges. So we've seen humanity rally around the pandemic, and hopefully next year will be a little bit smoother for the school system. So thank you everybody for participating today. We're very grateful to have your support and super happy that you guys continue to, be creative and keep making. So take care, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff, for that. That's awesome. And I agree totally, like, oh my goodness, like, despite that, this afternoon's gone so smoothly. And some of the student projects I'm seeing, some of the classrooms, I'm like, holy, like, just seeing them so enthusiastic and, like, they just are so knowledgeable about what they're doing, Oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't know if they're here or not, but next, lined up at 3, so 3 minutes, we have a project from Rover High School, and I believe they are here. I see Leo Project at RHS, I'm assuming. Yep. That is you guys. So we can take it off to you guys. We're gonna mute ourselves because we have to hit like a bunch of buttons, but you guys can just like turn your cameras on and unmute and start going and show us what is going on. We're pumped. Oh my goodness, I already see something. Let me get you guys full screen.
Me?
Yep, go.
No.
Okay, so we are live, folks. Our mic is on. The camera's right there. Oh, right in front of it. Right in the spotlight. There you go.
Talk to the camera.
There's the camera right in front of you. There you go.
Yeah, we're done.
All right. So today I'll be presenting the Leo project. So a bunch of us students at Riverview High School, with the help of Brilliant Labs and the Living Architecture Systems group from University of Waterloo, have been working very hard on this beautiful chandelier that is still not fully assembled, but it's getting there. It has been a long process, that's for sure. So today, first I'll describe on why we called it the Leo project. So Leo is like the lion, so we named it after the constellation Leo. So we will hopefully plan on making multiple chandeliers like this one, and each year we'll have different like light patterns. So for the year 2021, we have light patterns mimicking emotions. So possibly in year 2022, we'll have a light pattern that represents something else. Or hopefully we will have more chandeliers to display in front of the school. So Leo, it stands for Light Embodied Odyssey. So light obviously meaning that it is a chandelier, it does have the LED light, so it does show light image. The embodied is, it is made of light, and the light patterns that are made within it is like its identity. And then Odyssey means journey. So that just describes the many mistakes that we have made and the effort that has been put into it in the construction. But it is also made us into better students that can work hard and collaborate well together. So today I'm just going to describe as well what it is. So it is an interactive chandelier that detects human presence and mimics human emotion. So essentially there would be a sensor that mimics human body language, and hopefully we can evolve that to mimic certain facial expressions or different arm movements, so, or maybe even voice memos. So we're trying to get to that point as well. It is made of these little plexiglass chevrons, and they were laser cut. And all of the lights are being displayed on SAI unit circuit boards. So the SAI circuit boards interpret coded light patterns that have been created on computers, and they represent it through the LED light. We also have a Raspberry Pi, which is kind of like the brain or the central control center for all the light patterns. So it is what decides what light pattern is being displayed at what time and how it is being interacted. So why the LEO project is significant to us is because it's created to unite people during the COVID-19 pandemic in a contact-free manner. So it's been really hard, especially with COVID-19, being able to connect with people and connect with communities. Society's been a little bit frantic with the whole pandemic. So the whole purpose of the chandelier is to bring people together and make easy conversation starters. So just by looking at the chandelier and seeing the different light patterns it mimics, depending on a certain body language, that stimulates conversation between viewers using the art of electronics. So again, made to create conversations amongst the viewers is the main purpose, and meaning that you don't have to actually touch them to have that connection. So the LEO project is going to be displayed in the front of our school, and hopefully in other places around the community. But for now, it is definitely, the goal would be to put it in front of the school to allow our school community to connect through the art of electronics. And that is so far what we've got going on. We're hoping to keep doing this project for many years to come, following the constellation and evolving how it reads body language and interprets human behavior to display different light patterns.
Thank you, Mia. You gonna jump in there?
Hello, everyone. My name's Winter, and I'm here to talk about the mistakes. This is about our 5th or 6th generation of this chandelier. We've built it so many times now. There's been like problems with the SARs, problems with the LEDs, problems with the chevrons itself. The first time we finished it, we had enough, we were putting the final piece in, I pressed down to lock it in, and the entire thing came falling down on top of me. So it's been a long process of building and rebuilding and just trying to get everything right, but here is hopefully what our final generation looks like for this project. We're almost done, the LEDs are working, the SAI boards are working, so yeah, we're really excited. Else?
Okay, I'll jump in.
Yeah.
So, my name is Mr. Fogarty. One thing that they just hot off the presses is in here, there's a Raspberry Pi. And so we have a web interface that we can jump on, and it's wirelessly. So the idea would be, in the future, someone could walk in with their cell phone, jump on this web page, and they could program their own pattern, and then they could upload it, and they could adjust the brightness or dimness of various things. And so they can send the trigger, and then things would happen. And they could do it remotely, so you could have the public creating their own art together. So that's kind of that. And how much time do we have left? I think that's probably about all of our time, isn't it?
Oh, no, we got a few more minutes. So, did you want us to talk about some of the other projects, or are you good for time? What did you want?
We have other things we could talk about. It's not this. You wish. I'm listening. I'm listening. Okay, so Jordan, you want to jump in here real quick? Sure. So a different project that we've been working on, also with LEDs and lights, is a project around light poverty. And so we'll show off this to Jordan. Go ahead, Jordan.
So this is what we like to call the solar light. What it is an interactive tool and rechargeable light that we're hoping to send to people who experience light poverty. People who experience light poverty don't have access to a clean or renewable source of light, and end up burning kerosene lamps or bush, which is just not good for the environment or their health. The goal of this project was to replace the kerosene and bush with something that's more environmentally friendly and healthier for them. So how it works is we have a solar panel that charges these rechargeable batteries here, and this project has been going on for roughly a year now. We were first introduced to it through Josh Keys from Brilliant Labs, who recorded 5 lessons for us. He taught us about Eagle, circuit building software. After that, he continued to email with me and some other students about how we can improve the circuit board, how we could fix problems that we were having, and he's been there basically from the beginning. He's also helped us with ordering the boards. The original board was made here at our school, which obviously has many problems, seeing as we're not, professional circuit builders here. But those processes and the mistakes that we learned from building those boards have taught us important lessons to where it is today. And because of all the processes and mistakes that we've made, we have this working board that a fellow student of mine has actually put together completely by himself.
So Jordan, this is going to produce light for people to do their homework, but what were all the pins for? Why did we do the pins?
So the pins aren't currently on this board, but what they would do is they'd serve as a learning tool. So students who are either making the board or receiving the board can use something like a multimeter and test out how the different components interact with each other. They can start to learn things about Ohm's law and Kirchhoff's law that would just be nearly impossible to conceptualize or visualize otherwise.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And I think you're running behind because we started early, so I think that's our 10 minutes.
Actually, you guys have until 3:15.
And it's 3:07.
Yeah, so if there was one more, go for it.
We have more, yeah. Okay, so Chelsea's going to come and talk a little bit on the theme of light poverty again. And she's been working all semester on something called a sun saluter.
Hey there, my name's Chelsea. So I started in first semester building a sun saluter. So for those who don't know, it's a solar panel that tilts with the angle of the sun using water. So I originally started off by conceptualizing, looking into ideas, writing for references, and trying to get all the materials I needed. And so it still follows the same thing of light poverty, trying to charge things, but with the sun saluter, it would charge more of a car battery. That way they could charge phones, laptops, or whatever they need for online learning. And then into second semester, once that was built, we started to figure out drip rates, and we originally were going to put in a water filter, but we realized with our design idea, I wasn't tilting properly. So we had a lot of issues with trying to get the angle right as well as the drip rate right. So that took a lot of time and a few emails from people. We emailed Sun Saluter themselves, and they gave us some really helpful tips. We worked with Mr. Fogarty as well as some of the other projects, like Jordan was saying with the solar panels. They worked with us together on solar panel stuff to get more into more intricate things about it. Any more you want to say, Mr.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Okay, cool, thank you. So the nice thing about the Sun Saluter project is this is a smaller project within a larger one. So we've been working with, again, Josh, but also Jeff from Sussex Regional High School. So we met once a week, and we had students working together to try and figure out how we might take car batteries that are no longer good enough to run cars and turn them into something that's useful before they go to the recycling plant or to the dump or wherever. So that was a part of it. Can we go and create a system? So we have one that's sitting on a shed and it's passive, and how much electricity will that use, and how much can we charge a battery with that? We have another one that moves manually. We are going to go actually physically move it, and that's a pain because you have other things to do during the day. And then the sun saluter was an attempt to set it up so you get water and it would drip out, and as it dripped out, the weight would change, and so it would naturally follow the path of the sun. so that you could automate it without having to worry about gears and the batteries and those kinds of things. So we've been having a year of light. Everything seems to roll around light this year. And Brilliant Labs is going to be part of that for lots of different projects. So thank you very much for your time, and I don't know what happens next.
Thank you so much, guys. That's awesome. That's like, oh, we would turn our camera on, but we can't because we have like our other camera. But still, that's super awesome. We gotta hit like 5 buttons to unmute us so we can talk to you guys. But no, I mean, I know it's pretty crazy. But no, I mean, like, I've never attempted something like that, and like just seeing it there too, like, oh, super cool. So we really appreciate you guys like showing that off because it deserves the attention, right? So.
Thank you very much for showing us their project.
Yeah. Awesome,
Well,
guys.
thank you. It was fun to have students together. Today's the last day of school for them, and so it's a last period of the last day of school. So it's kind of a fun way to go out.
That is a fun way. Oh my dude, that's a nice way to go out. All right, well, we'll let you guys go. We're gonna move on to our next part there, but thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye. I like how.
Awesome.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
So next up, I'm pretty sure previously we were going to be meeting with Kathy again, talk about the BL summer camps, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure that's up next on the schedule. Let me just check. Yep, Kathy is in here. Perfect. And we might as well go now. You don't want to show. You're not supposed to show the plan on the screen. What are you doing, Olivia? All right.
It's just.
Let's go cue Kathy in here. Let's cue her in. Let me just speak to her one more time. Is everything on? Hello, Kathy, back again to do summer camps.
Cool.
Everyone, can you hear me okay? Hello? I'm just going to assume you can hear me. Hi, everybody. Oh, I see your mic on. I don't know if you were trying to talk. Okay, I'll just go for it. Hi, everyone. I'm Kathy. It's really nice to see you here virtually. Thank you again for joining us today for our Maker. It was tons of fun here in the Newfoundland office, and I'm sure it was the same all across all of the provinces from wherever you're joining. So thank you again. I'm here just to talk a little bit about our summer camps that we are running this summer. So in Newfoundland, we are running in partnership with a lot of our community partners. We are running some in-person camps, which is really awesome. We are doing a hybrid method. So we will have some of our mentors on staff, but to protect everyone from our COVID, or to protect everyone from COVID, our teachers who will be projecting their voice, kind of like what I'm doing here today, talking to all of you, they will be here in the office. So they'll be joining virtually to give their speeches and that sort of thing. And then our mentors on site will be wearing their masks and their shields and all of that sort of stuff to help with any tech problems and all that sort of thing. So that's kind of what's going on here in Newfoundland, in New Brunswick and PEI and in Nova Scotia. There's also in New Brunswick in the St. John area, we have some in-person camps going on as well. They are again in partnership with all of our community partners. We are so thankful to be working with them again in person this year. It was weird last year not getting to see our partners and our students face to face. So we're happy to be doing that again. And then another big part of our summer camps is we are continuing the virtual learning, virtual summer camps. So if you head to our website, you can see all of the different options that we are offering. We are offering camps in French, English, some solely in English. There's tons and tons of different themes with tons of fun activities to be joining, to be doing this summer. So we have some Maker Fun camps, some coding camps, You should definitely check out some of our cybersecurity or our Unity camps. Those are our special interest ones. There's even a new animation camp this summer, which we're all really excited about. Yeah, so if you have any questions about summer camps or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. Check out our website. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, again, for joining and for listening. It's great to see you all. Bye.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much to Kathy for going over our summer camps. Now, I just need to pull up some videos here. We have some projects to showcase, as well as another video here. Let me go in here, and just gonna find this, bada boom, bada bang. And I believe it is this one.
No.
This one. This one.
This one, yeah.
This one right here. Awesome. All right. I'm going to get this up for everybody. Just in a sec. Just hang with me tight here while I do this. Boom. Boom. Easy. Perfect. Ooh. It didn't work. That's not good. Anyway, what is supposed to come that you guys will see here soon is a... Oh, where did it go? There it is. That is right, right? Boom. Okay, and it's going to be a Superior Makerfaire biomaking video. So if I add the link in here for you guys, we're going to play that. No, we're not. It's not working. It's failing to load the YouTube video.
Can you just add it in a tab?
Yeah, let me just play it right through the tab. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me do that. Open this up. Perfect. And then, in theory, ooh, the video was removed because it was too long. I don't know why that's a thing. All right, so we're going to look at the Rube Goldberg instead, which is still kind of cool. So go down here and a Rube Goldberg montage project. If you don't know what a Rube Goldberg machine is, those fancy machines where you have marbles rolling and it goes through a thing and it will spin around a bell and then drop down a slide, those are Rube Goldberg machines. I just recently learned the name of those not too long ago. And we have an awesome project from students that we're going to show right here. So let me pull it up. Let me pull it up easy. Awesome, here we go. So once this video is up, we're going to check this cool project out. I've never made a Rube Goldberg machine, but we should try to make it a big one. But check this out. Check this montage out.
Allô, êtes-vous là? Allô?
The program specialist for Brilliant Labs in the northern part of our province.
On you go.
Hello. Introduce you to Heather Casey Campbell and her grade 6 students who worked on a biomaking project. Bonjour tout le monde.
All right.
Ici
Ça
à
sera pas long. Je vais aller leur dire que vous êtes là.
acheté comment créer
Juste
des
mettre ça en
produits naturels. We've created some wonderful naturally sourced projects and we're excited to share our innovations with you today.
Je vais parler.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Harmony. Et je m'appelle Lacey. Nous avons fait des projets dans le labo créatif.
Alright. So, j'étais pas sûre si vous étiez là ou si je vous rejoignais. So, il y a mis une vidéo de 18 minutes.
C'est correct, on est pas pressé.
Je t'entends pas, par exemple. C'est weird. Ah non, non, niaiseux. C'est moi, j'ai éteint mon volume. C'est fini. Comme fini. OK, ouais. So, il y a mis une vidéo de 18 minutes. So, voulez-vous revenir comme dans 18 minutes?
Yeah, ben on est en train de watcher les deux.
Hein?
On
est après le watcher, anyway.
On est en train de watcher.
OK, c'est bon.
Regarde à quoi ça ressemble, là, tout de suite, là.
C'est quand même cool, là.
Oh my God! Avez-vous reçu d'autres écoles?
Non.
Non.
Ah.
Rien reçu. Okay. We're not going to mention it. Tu vas juste notice qu'il y a deux salles de classe, but don't know.
Non, il y en a trois parce que je travaillais à l'événement. Ouais.
Okay. Non, on n'a rien reçu. On a eu des gens qui nous ont demandé des questions, mais on n'a rien reçu.
OK.
Mais c'est quand même assez cool, quand même. There's potential for try number 1, not bad, though.
So it is kombucha tea.
OK, cool. So, on se voit dans 18 minutes.
Ah, c'est beau, bye.
Did you have to add anything to that kombucha tea to get it to grow your leather that you're working with?
We added sugar and apple cider vinegar.
What about to the green to the tea that you made, your sweet tea, when you wanted it to turn into kombucha leather? Was there something special you had to add to that?
We added scoop for it to grow. We also used the starter from it.
Okay, so I see you guys seem to have a container there with something under a blue cover. Do you mind showing us that and explaining a little bit about what it is?
This is made from bio leather, and we made this 3 to 4 weeks ago, and it's already ready, so it doesn't take long for it to be made. And
so I have a question.
Okay.
How come it's pink?
Because the tea was pink.
Oh, so that was the one that you made from the bottle.
Yes.
Cool.
We also didn't add anything to this one, just except for a little bit of water.
So yes. There's two there.
Yeah.
So now what are you doing?
We're rinsing, washing off all of the other bacteria that were on it. And
oh cool, you got 2 layers.
It's from moving it, and then it fell apart. And then now we're gonna rinse it. Now we're gonna take it out, place it onto the plastic bag, and dry it.
How long do you have to dry it for before you can start to work with it?
Well, you have to let it sit for about a week or 2. And then every day you flip it over while it's drying.
And then how do you treat it? Do you just leave it like that?
You don't. You put coconut oil on it.
And it also matters when you make stuff with it. You can't make a lot of like a bag or something if it's like really thin.
And it's also like really hard to break. So you would need to use scissors that are really sharp to cut it. This is one that is on its second time being treated, and it's really hard to break, as you can see. And it is really like clear and thin.
And this one's been drying for about a day, so it's still kind of like wet.
I wonder how much it will shrink in thickness.
Yeah, usually it starts off about like that thick, and then it gets to like really thin like these.
And you might not want to dry for too long. Sometimes it will just like turn to.
What is there something you can do if your leather is too dry? If you want to start working with it, like what have you done with it?
You put water on it to make it like be able to bend.
It's really like flexible. If you want to make like different things, it's really easy because
or
it's
if you want to make something that's like more fragile, use a harder piece.
Okay, so I see at your table, there's lots of students here who are quite busy right now, making their creations. So let's check it out, see what they're making. Okay. Anybody want to share? You can take your mask down so we can.
The first thing I made was a bracelet. I tried dyeing it, but it was too thick, so the color wouldn't come out. Right now I'm in the process of making another bracelet and a ring for my finger.
What kind of clasps are on the bracelet that you were making?
They just clip in. I got them from a bag in this class, and
Okay, they look like paracord clasps.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sewed them to the bracelet so they wouldn't come off so easily, like if you just glue them there.
Okay, that's cool.
we have him dyeing his.
Oh, so we've got
He's doing a bracelet.
we're dyeing a bracelet. So what do you have in the containers?
Food coloring.
You can take your mask down so we can hear you better.
We have food coloring in the containers, and it just dyes the leather. It dyes it better than most other things that I find.
Good. So you just have to repeat the process a few times?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want it to be a bit darker. If you dip it in once, it won't be that dark.
Excellent. Okay, so what else do we have going on?
I'm making earrings, and I cut it and I put some rings on it, and I also dipped it in the food color.
Do you want to hold your earring up?
And she's also wearing her earring.
How much
And my
times
bracelet
did
I
you-
made last night.
How much times did you dip it in the coloring to make it that color?
I dipped it 3 on each side because I put it like on the angle.
Okay, and we have some more products.
I'm making earrings as well.
Anisi.
I'm making fat earrings. And I'm
Program specialist for Brilliant Labs
in
the northern part of our province.
I love your hat.
Why are you wearing a special hat today?
It's because today at school it is Crazy Hat Day, so we had a chance to wear the craziest hats we could come up with today.
I think as a Brilliant Labs person, I think you're pretty creative in your hat design, so we love creativity. Great looking hat.
Thank you.
Okay, so were you making something with kombucha leather, or were you going to be doing something different today for us?
I will be doing something different today, and a little later, I will be making some mushroom paper.
Okay, great. So I think we have a few more products to show, don't we?
Yes.
Okay.
We have some products that the other classes have made with their kombucha leather. This is a pocket, so if you want to store like money or change in it.
And someone from the other class made earrings.
I'm going to zoom in on those earrings. Let's see. Wow, I love the color that they put in them.
And then there's some lights that they made.
It's a pretty cool tulip light.
Yes. And then we have this light. It's like a mug light.
So do you guys throw out all your scraps of kombucha leather, or is there something that you use them for? Like, I know there's probably lots of little scraps left over.
We could make like little things with them.
Like if
I got one from the scraps for what I'm making. It's like tiny ones that you can make bracelets.
Now, do your bracelets have to be flat, or can you change them to braid them, or how would you?
you can braid them, like Taylor, she has one that she made, and it's braided. And whenever you braid them, they can't be dry so that you can bend them. So you have to wet them a little bit.
Oh yeah, that looks very nice.
And then it's the same as what Blake had with the clip.
So you sewed the ends into the clip
Yes.
and made it more secure. Great job. Okay, so we're going to move on to the mushroom paper.
This is when it looks dry. Sometimes you can make different things while it's wet.
You can make them different colors with
Construction paper.
Yeah. Like this one was made with pink and red construction paper, and it really soaked up all of the color.
These two were made with pink and purple.
This one was just a normal color and a little bit of like a brown color. And then it has a little bit of purple in it, if you want to see that better.
Great texture.
This one's a little bit blue.
And while it's
and
wet,
white.
you can make different things with it.
Yeah, like you can make a heart or like a star. And you can also trace it, like make your name with it. I know a couple people that did that.
So what would be the purpose of mushroom paper? Like, what would people use mushroom paper for?
To like,
is it something you would write your notes on, or is it more for an artistic?
I haven't really
I
tried
think it's
writing
more
notes
for an
on.
artistic because it's not like flat. It's kind of bumpy and it can break very easily.
I'd love to see some watercolor art
Yeah.
done on it, so that's a great idea.
You can paint on it.
What about making journal covers too? It would be
I
nice
can
to make
try
a journal
writing
cover.
on it.
Yeah, you're gonna write on yours. You could make a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Greeting card. Okay, so let's check out how to make mushroom paper.
We already made the actual stuff. We just need to get it ready. So.
We have mixed in some recycled paper bags. That's why it is a brown color.
What else did you add to the paper bags?
We added mushroom and water.
We are adding a little more water now.
To actually get the stuff, we need something like this.
So that's a screen, right? So what your screen is what you're making your paper on?
Yes.
Do you have to stir your pulp around just to kind of mix it in or not? Is it better to?
Yes.
We have a spatula right here. So we can mix it around just a bit. Just like so.
What consistency is it?
It's kind of like an orange juice. It feels kind of like an orange juice consistency.
With the pulp in it.
Yeah, like extra pulp.
And bubbles.
Yeah, it's very bubbly.
Okay, I think you're ready.
So basically next you want to put your screen in, make sure that the top part is